A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 73rd edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small dick energy. It is Tuesday. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, boy. A little early for that, but it looks like I am speaking ignorance. Let's try that again. It is Thursday, June the 26th of 2025. It is good to have you guys in today. We are streaming live only to YouTube. Only to YouTube today. Got a little bit behind schedule today. And so we are only streaming live to YouTube today. We will be starting Love Island tomorrow at noon Pacific over on Rumble. Details forthcoming. I'll let you guys know all about that a little bit later on in the show. Great show in store for you guys today. We are going to do rapid fire reactions to women panicking about hitting the wall, being single, and wondering why they can't find a man. We are also going to react to several hard R police videos. I actually haven't picked them, so it's going to be your guess is going to be as good as mine in terms of what we are going to be reacting to. Also, I will have the hashtag pull up line for anybody who has a relationship question, or if you disagree. I would appreciate that very, very much. I will get to your chats shortly. However, let's go ahead and do our age and location check. Let's go ahead and get our age and location check going on. One of the biggest concerns that men in this community have is not being able to find like-minded men who share their values. Now, obviously, we are all well aware that most men don't think like we do. So it's very difficult to strike a chord with men who buy into this happy wife, happy life, egalitarian, feminist bullshit. Well, it stands to reason that most men here in the chat are indeed like-minded. So, an age and location check allows you guys to possibly form bonds and friendships that will help you to stay motivated, help you to maintain your common sense about the dating market and the culture at large. Okay? A lot of times people find this community and they think they're doing well, they're doing better with women, they're doing better with finances, they're doing better all around, and then they think they don't need this community. And then they start to sort of blue pill backslide. Next thing you know, they're Googling, how do I get my girlfriend back? This is why it's important to form bonds with like-minded men. You never know. Someone in this very chat could live in your city, they could live in your neighborhood, they could live on your block, they could live on your street, they might even live in your building. And heaven knows that men like us could use all of the support that we can get from one another. So put your age and location in the chat, and we can start connecting with one another. All right. Dre Raven checking in from Tucson, Arizona. Brandon M checking in from the 713, the Level Up Man from the Big Easy. Shout out to John the Great out in the Golden State. That rhymed. DJ Berserk is also out in the Big Easy. The Crescent City, I think they call it as well. Luke, RP Perry up in Mount Kisco, New York. You guys have got to, boy, I'll tell you what, wearing a stocking cap is very, very itchy. I feel like a black woman with a wig on, right? Like I cut my hair yesterday, I did the fade and everything, and I didn't want it to get all nappy and messed up in bed, so I'm wearing this. Plus, I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know, looks pretty cool. I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it. Check out Need for Speed, Aaron Paul, Dakota Johnson, I think is in it. Dakota Johnson of, what's it called? The Christian Grey movies, whatever the fuck. Tyron Eccles, watching from the Queen City. J-Mon out there in L.A. The Force checking in from the Hoosier State. Junior ROTC operator. watching from Columbus, Georgia. Phantom 313 out in the Garden State. JJ. Looks like JJ is in the same city as Jmont. You guys are both in LA. Good to see you both. Good to see you both. SSJ Shifu out there in Orlando. I'm very sorry. Big Leva Mr. T also checking in from LA. Got a lot of guys from LA. Got a lot of guys from LA. Scott Valdez checking in from the 813. Heaven Soldier is also in the Western Desert. Young Hero checking in from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Joe Geitzler checking in from Dan Ende. Dan Ende. Very easy to do a bad Australian accent. Black Russian Lom checking in from Long Island. J. Key, looks like you are in the DMV. Looks like you are in North Virginia. Appreciate you checking in. Jay Hancock from the beautiful state of Montana. I've never been to Montana before, but I really want to go. Really want to go. Really want to go. Rangefinder 500 out there in Santa Rosa. One of my best friends actually lives out in Santa Rosa. Gold TR says, Donovan, stop talking bad about black people in front of white people. I'm sorry. He says, Donovan, stop talking bad about black people in front of white folk. It's making us look bad.
Nope.
No, I'm not going to stop talking bad about black people. And it doesn't make us look bad. You guys do a good enough job making yourselves look bad all by yourself. You certainly don't need a coon like me to do it. Brandon Bryce checking in from Brooklyn. Good to see you in here. Justin Consciousness from Tennessee. DTO from Alabama. Good to see you in here. Quentin Collier coming to us from the Windy City. Optimus Prime, our third person checking in from LA. Nick Buscoon from the city of brotherly love. Hashtag brotherly shove. Hashtag. If you don't like it, stop it. Mac coming to us from Arkansas. Trinity Boy 32 also coming at us from Tennessee. Good to see you in here as well. John Shaw, 25 years old, checking in from from Oklahoma City, the new city of champions. The new city of champions. Appreciate you checking in. Always love to see that you guys are checking in from around the world, man. It really encourages me when I see that there are men literally from all over the world who are watching me. You know, a lot of people might come in here and say, Donovan, you know, you only have 132 people watching. Hey, man, I'm appreciative of every one of you guys. I really am. Whether it's 132 or 1,032. I love getting up every day and talking to you guys, putting you guys up on game. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Sean Morse, who lives in the city that I would love to live in, San Diego, California, home of the world's best weather. Planet Rodella, checking in from Nazi country out there in Germany. That was bad, but it is what it is. Danny Gonzalez checking in from Maine. Appreciate that. Dan Bish with the $5 super chat, coming at us from SoCal, Southern California. Joshborn X watching us from Austin, Texas. My brother used to live out there. He now lives in Galveston. Bad Rasta, who's almost 35. Checking in from Deltona, Florida, not Daytona, Florida. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Luke Perry says, Nigadar, beep, beep, beep. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Listen, he made a request. He's asking us, hey, Donovan, can you please stop talking bad about black people? I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. If he wants me to stop talking bad about black people, he has a right to ask. I'm going to tell him fuck no, but doesn't hurt to ask. Doesn't hurt to ask. You guys know how that goes. BMAC with the $10 Cash App says, appreciate you too, Don. Thank you very much. If you want to be cool, like BMAP, drop your boy a Cash App. Drop your boy a Cash App. YouTube does not get their grubby little hands on any of that money. That goes directly into my bank account. I literally use, guys, listen. I use Cash App. Actually, you know what? Actually, I have a confession to make. I used a lot of the Cash App money that you guys have been sending me. I actually used it to buy more flowers today. I admit it. I used it to buy more flowers today. I used it to buy more flowers today, but not to worry. The before and after pictures are coming up, guys. The before and after pictures of the lawn are coming up. I can't wait. Oh my God, dude, my lawn looks absolutely brilliant. It's not quite where I want it to be, but it almost is. I'm waiting on getting a lawn roller. What's a lawn roller, Donovan? You ever watch a Major League Baseball game and see the cool patterns that they put in the grass? Well, they use a lawn roller to accomplish that. You ever seen the ones that have the stripes across, up and down, whatever the case may be? Yeah, your boy's going to be on that level. So stay tuned for those pictures. Looking forward to that. Luke Perry says, Brooklyn is the new upstate New York. It's safe now. Yeah, Brooklyn is really safe. Brooklyn is really... dude, I lived out in Brooklyn for 6 months in 2001, incidentally enough. And, oh my God. It was cool, but it was like you had to be very careful. Now, dude, you can walk around Brooklyn at night and not sweat it. So, Ahmad Hill checking in from the Antifa headquarters out there in Portland, Oregon. Kyle 2020 coming at us from the home of 7-time NASCAR Cup champion Jimmy Johnson, Bakersfield, California. EP Signature coming at us from the city that hosts the world's most famous race, the Indianapolis 500, Indianapolis, Indiana. Appreciate that. Miles Mays Vaia, and I can't pronounce that last name, coming at us from Finland. All right, good shit, man. Good shit. Luke Perry says, I'm in my prime like Optimist. Let's go. Let's get it. I do need to get an Optimus Prime t-shirt. I've got a Megatron t-shirt. I've got a Soundwave t-shirt. I've got an Ironhide t-shirt. I've got a Barricade t-shirt. I need an Optimus Prime. All the t-shirts I have from Transformers are Decepticons. They're all Decepticons. I don't know. Jay Hancock says, anyone else having problems with the video, or is it just me? Yeah, are you guys having issues? Let me know. Hamad Jabra checking in from Ottawa, our friends up north in Canada, home of the Ottawa Senators. Shout out to Alfredson. How long was he the captain of the Senators? He was captain for a while. Young Hero says, we need a Cribs episode. I think I did my Cribs episode when I first moved out here. The Level Up Man says, Donovan using the money we give him for things Donovan wants to spend it on. He says,
haram.
Yes, it is haram. But you guys, but trust me. Like seriously, I spend the Cash App money literally on coffee and flowers. That's it. So if you guys want to contribute to my flower addiction, guys, you guys know, if you guys have been in, if you guys follow me, you guys know one of my hobbies, one of my passions is flowers, gardening. I love cultivating the earth. I love growing flowers. I love growing plants. I think next year Devin and I are probably going to start like a vegetable garden. We're going to start a vegetable garden, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm surprised this thing hasn't given me a headache yet. This thing normally gives me a headache. So hopefully I can make it through the whole show with this thing on. That would be wonderful, actually. Jay Blaze checking in from Maine. Good to see you in here as well. All right, guys. So, yeah, I've got a great show. I've got a great show in store for you guys today. I really, really do. Like I said, we are going to take a look at this whole where have all the good men gone type of thing. But a recent story has emerged, and I wasn't really made aware of it until recently. You guys know that I'm not really too good at keeping up with current events. I know this is something that I probably should get better at. But according to reports, let's just go. You know what? Let me just go ahead and pull up the video from the quartering. Let's just go ahead and pull up the video from the quartering, and we'll go from there. So, without further ado, apparently, oh wait a minute, hang on a second. Let me restart the. Sorry about that, guys. There's my stream deck. I gotta restart the capture. There we are. So apparently, I'm hearing, and I don't really know much about this, but apparently, the Anthony family has gone through the $500,000+ that has been donated to them via Give, Send, Go. Let's take a look and listen.
I hereby sentence you to serve 125 years in the custody of the Commissioner of the Department.
Okay, I have no idea.
Not just with him. What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and a lot to update you on in terms of the Carmelo Anthony case, including some possible fraud. Not just with his GoFundMe or his Give, Send, Go, but the judge.
Fraud? Okay.
Some new paperwork has leaked to show that he told the judge that they're broke, except they have $700,000. It's very curious. Also, a tribute video released by Austin Metcalf's sister, ex-girlfriend, and Austin's dad has
ex-girlfriend
reacted to the update. So lots to talk about today. Thanks for always leaving a like on the video and sharing these out. There's very few people covering this. So let's get into the story. Huge shout out to everyone who pre-ordered our legendary pack.
Oh, sorry about that.
Honor to him. Ever. So first I want to share this. A beautiful tribute to Austin Metcalf's life. Austin's girlfriend Tatum posted a sweet video in honor to him. Quote, "I would give anything for one more goodnight memo from you. Hear his voice, see his face, say his name. My love for you will always remain. Austin Matthew Metcalf." And she posted this.
Good night, Tatum. Sleep well. See you tomorrow. Good night, Tate. Sleep good. See you sometime soon. All right. Good night. Good night. Hey, I'm like exhausted, so I'm just gonna.
I don't know if I can play it with the music.
Yeah, that's a little bit weird, but whatever.
Just a montage of them hanging out and dancing and, sports and, all this kind of stuff. And again, it sucks, obviously. Everything about this sucks. Now, yesterday, or 2 days ago...
Here's the confusing thing, guys. Here's the confusing thing. According to Give, Send, Go, and by the way, guys, I actually reported this yesterday. After the indictment came down. And I'm not a reporter, but I saw this yesterday. I showed you guys this yesterday. After Carmelo Anthony, or sometime between the last time I looked and yesterday, you guys can see that they have raised the goal to nearly $1.4 million, right? I figured they just did it because they were getting close to their original second goal of $600,000. So I figured, all right. So I figured they were like, okay, well, we're almost to 600,000. People are going to start giving a little bit more. Let's continue to raise it. I don't think this is going to go over too well with the so-called black community, guys. I don't think this is going to go over too well with the so-called black community. Like, listen, it's one thing to support. It's one thing to support and do our baby and this and that and the third. But this is getting to the point. To where they're actively asking now for more money. It's a little bit weird.
Carmelo Anthony was formally indicted, meaning he is now facing up to life in prison. Or 99 years or life in prison. They did not reduce his charges. Now, the father has spoken out. Father of slain teen Austin Metcalf has broken his silence on his son's alleged, of basically Carmelo Anthony's indictment to share a heartbreaking statement. Carmelo Anthony, the teen who admitted to taking Austin Metcalf's life, was indicted on first-degree charge on Tuesday. We all know that. Austin passed away in his brother's arms after the then 17-year-old Anthony attacked him in the bleachers of their school stadium. Of course, Anthony insisted it was self-defense, but we now know that the security footage shows at least no scuffle. Maybe there was some verbal threats or something like that we can't know about until the court case, which again has been delayed to next year. So we're not going to get a court case until at least 2026, which is actually absolutely bonkers. Dude. That means Carmelo Anthony will stay, out of jail playing video games for a full year.
You see, and again, and I know this is an unpopular opinion with those of us who have a certain stance on the whole Carmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf thing. I didn't have a problem with the bond reduction from $1 million to $250,000. Me personally, I didn't. And my rationale was that, hey, this kid is probably going to prison. At least that's what I thought at the time. And so I figured, let's not be inhumane here, right? If and this is just the human side of me coming out. I understand if you disagree, I'm not going to chastise you. I'm not going to say that you're wrong. But as far as I'm concerned, and I know it's easy for me to say I'm not Jeff Metcalf. I'm just, and I told Jerome the other day, I don't give a shit about Austin Metcalf. I don't care about him. I didn't know him. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to care about his life. I didn't know the kid. I care about justice. Right? I care about people getting away with murder. I didn't care about Nicole Brown. I didn't care about Ronald Goldman. I didn't care about Austin Metcalf. I just didn't. I care about justice. And this is just the human side of me, right? But reducing the bond from $1 million to $250K, in my mind, I was like, hey, look, if this kid is going to prison, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for him to spend his next, I don't know, year and change before he has to go away with his family. You know, I know, guys, I know. A lot of people are going to say he doesn't deserve it and this and that and the other. You're not going to get an argument from me. But me personally, hey, if the kid is going to be in prison and passed around like a bleep at a bleep doll, the least we can do is allow him to spend his last few months of freedom with his family. That's the way I see it.
Before ever asked to even stand trial for what he did, allegedly. Tuesday, he was formally charged. In a statement to Daily Mail after the indictment was handed down, Austin's father said, quote, I fully believe that justice will be served for Austin Metcalf. I look forward to the forthcoming trial, but it will never bring my son back. Frisco, Texas police have said that the incident stemmed from Metcalf asking Anthony to leave his team tent since he didn't go to the same school. The indictment comes weeks after the local district attorney presenting evidence to the grand jury, asking jurors to uphold the first-degree charge local cops originally brought against him.
Okay.
With that indictment, the case now moves formally into the court system. We know that this case has struck a deep nerve here in Collin County and beyond, Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis said in a press release Tuesday. Now, we all know about that. But how about some more, Sarah Fields is doing excellent work.
Yeah. Shout out to Sarah Fields. Sarah Fields is probably... She's probably the one voice on Twitter you can probably trust in terms of just reporting the raw facts as developments make their way to the public. I would definitely give her a follow.
Researching this, and she brought up...
Yeah, Luke Perry says the Anthony family is a matriarchy. Absolutely. Phoenix Light Game says, yeah, I think they're going to keep asking for money, Donovan. I don't think they're going to stop because I think from their perspective, they believe they're owed this. Look at this from the reparations perspective. You're right. The problem is it's not white people giving them the money. It's black people.
Some new paperwork. Breaking news. Carmelo Anthony submitted an indigent packet to the
indigent? Whoa. What do you mean you're indigent? What do you mean you're indigent? You've got $500,000 in the bank.
County court requesting a court
By the way, indigent means that you're too broke to afford a lawyer. That's just the fancy word for it.
Appointed legal representation as an indigent, financially destitute defendant. Now, interesting. Isn't that interesting? And here's another thing that's weird about it.
And again, how can they be indigent? And look, I know that there were stories that they went and bought $1 million home and a mansion and an Escalade and all that good stuff. Listen, that hasn't been confirmed. I don't care about that. However, I would like to know where they're getting all of this money to just be able to up and move. Like, who's paying their travel expenses? Where are they? If they're indigent, how could they afford to up and, I guess, temporarily move to Louisiana? Number one. Number two, Bad Rastas has spent all that money recklessly. I don't know how they were able to spend the money. Listen, and this is actually a question I have for you. It shows here, let me pull this up. It shows here on the Give, Send, Go that the amount raised is $539,000. Okay? Does that mean, because it still shows $539,380. I just need somebody to tell me, does that mean that does this reflect what they've taken out already? Because it shows that it's been raised. How do we know if they've if they've withdrawn any of this money, because it certainly isn't showing us here. It's showing us that of their $1.39 million goal, they're about 38% of the way there. So I don't know. That's I'd like to know what that is. I'd like to know the details. Let's continue.
He submitted that.
Somebody let me know.
Now, you might have thought, hey, he submitted that before they did the GoFundMe, right? They did that before they did the GoFundMe. Wrong. They did it yesterday.
Yep.
Just 24 hours ago, the Anthony family updated their Give, Send, Go campaign to reflect a need to raise an additional $1.4 million for a legal team. Carmelo.
Again, guys, I reported this yesterday because I was just, and I didn't say, well, let me go and see. No, I was just going to pull up the Give, Send, Go, and I noticed right then and there, and I'll actually pull up the tweet. Hold on, I'll pull up the tweet just so that you guys know, because I tweeted this out early yesterday. I can't find the tweet. I'll find it, but I tweeted it out early yesterday. I was like, hey, I think it's kind of funny that now that he's been indicted, they've raised the goal to $1.4 million.
Anthony's mother, Kayla Hayes, who manages the Give, Send, Go, stated on April 17th, 2 months ago, that they had just gained access to the funds. At that time, they had already raised $350,000.
Wait, say what? Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Kayla Hayes, who manages the Give, Send, Go, stated on April 17th, 2 months ago, that they had just gained access to the funds.
April 17th, so April 17th to May 17th is 1 month. To June 17th is 2 months. So I would say 8 weeks? So they've had access to this money for 8 weeks?
At that time, they had already raised $350,000. The fundraiser has now reached $538,000.
Oh, boy.
According to a source, their current known attorney, Mike Howard, is more than likely charging a retainer fee of $10,000 to $30,000, which is not uncommon.
No.
And charges $400 to $500 an hour.
Yeah, that is typical. Anytime I had to go to court, trial, criminal court, defend felonies, my attorney charged me a standard $25,000 retainer fee. That's just, and then of course, they put that in escrow, and then I think my attorney charged $650 an hour, which is a little higher than most criminal defense attorneys, but I'm a free man today, so it was clearly worth it.
That's not uncommon. Where'd the money go? Why do they need $1.4 million? Will they be granted indigence and be appointed an attorney with a Give, Send, Go of $1.4 million? Is this considered fraud? Now, I'm not a lawyer, but here we have that you can see on this form, the date is 6.
Yeah, listen, that's a good question. But now comes the question, okay, so you tell the court that you're indigent. You can't afford you can't afford an attorney, right? Does it count when it's a donation? Because it sounds to me like if it's a donation, then I guess it doesn't count. You can tell the judge, I'm indigent. They can look at your bank records and say, okay, these people don't have any money. Oh, but Your Honor, they got donations. Is the law? Well, look, I mean, donations don't really count towards a person's income. So by law, they really are indigent. And remember, Carmelo Anthony's dad had to leave his job. He had to leave his job because his job and location, all that was doxed. And that was the wrong thing to do. They shouldn't have done that. But he left his job. So, yeah, if he's not working and Kayla was a quote-unquote stay-at-home mom, then I guess by law they're indigent? I don't know.
2525. That was yesterday. Letter of representation. You see evident TFDA indigent package. Attorney appointment eligible. So is the family going to keep the money? Is the family going to keep the money and just take the court-appointed lawyer for free?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. There's no way they can do that. They can't claim indigence and then get a court-appointed attorney. Number one, I thought they had already hired Mike Howard. Number two, if they haven't hired him yet and they've already had access to 350 of the $500,000 that have been raised, why on God's green earth would you allow your son to be represented by a court-appointed attorney? That's almost as bad as Mike Tyson hiring a tax attorney to defend him in his 1992 rape charge and subsequent conviction. That's one of the many reasons Mike Tyson got railroaded, is because he didn't have a proper criminal defense attorney. He was a tax lawyer. Nobody was surprised when he was convicted because he was being represented by a tax lawyer. So you mean to tell me, after raising over $500,000, almost $600,000, you're going to allow your kid, your child, your baby to be represented by someone who will almost assuredly escort them to Texas State Prison? Oh my God. Oh my God.
That seems awfully fraudulent.
Yeah.
No, I don't know that's what they're going to do. I can't know that's what they're going to do. But it seems to me like the court would want to know about this. The court would want to know that they have at least, as of right now, received $538,898. I bet you it's gone up since I pre-did this. It's now $539,000. They told the court that they're broke, but they raised $539,000, which is way more than they're going to need to defend this case. It's also on top of living in a wealthy, multi-million-dollar mansion, which, yes, people say they rented, but the rent in a place like that's
renting a place like that is not cheap.
$4,000 to $5,000 a month. I would venture.
Oh
to
my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I literally almost just threw up in my mouth. $4,000 to $5,000 in rent? Guys, I can listen. I can understand paying a $4,000 or $5,000 mortgage. I get it. But paying $4,000 to $5,000 a month in rent? Well, I don't know. In today's economic climate, I suppose it really depends upon what your goals are. I mean, if you have the deed, obviously it is what it is. But dude, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to just be, I don't want to say throwing away, but god damn.
They had enough money that the mom could be a stay-at-home mom, and the dad was the sole breadwinner. So he was making big money.
Jesus.
It's very curious. And then you see, on the indigent package, here's the mom on the 17th saying they had already received $300,000.
We were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made.
I've confirmed that they got the money.
Oh, okay.
So they already have that $300,000. Presumably, they have the next $250,000. So, did they blow $500,000 in 3 months? What did they spend it on?
Yeah, Phoenix Light Games very accurately points out in so many words, his last few comments have basically said, yeah, it wouldn't be surprising if the Anthony family has burned through that $500,000+ because, well, the Anthony family is a matriarchy. And as we all know, anytime there is a matriarchy, the spawn, the progeny, the children of said people end up pulling out knives and stabbing people to death. So it shouldn't surprise us that the Anthony family is a matriarchy. The black community is a matriarchy. They commit the vast majority of the violent felonies in this country. It should come as no surprise that the son of a family that is run by a woman, it now stands trial for first-degree murder. So nothing out of the ordinary there.
They also said, clarification, the Anthony family updated their Give, Send, Go campaign to reflect the need to raise additional money,
$1 million,
bringing the goal to $1.4 million for a, quote, legal team.
I'm going to tell you what, man. Look, man. Look. We know niggas are racist, y'all. We know niggas is racist as hell. But they ain't that goddamn racist. Oh, no. What this reeks of, guys, and I know this probably might not have anything to do with this, but this kind of has a minister feel to it. You guys ever been to a black church? Every 10 minutes, they're passing around the collection plate. Every 10 minutes, they're passing around the collection plate, the building front, the building fund, quote unquote. Sister Williams had to have a kidney transplant. Brother Thomas has to be on dialysis. It's always something. It's always something. And of course, we know corruption and affairs are rampant in, well, not just black churches, but all churches. But that's kind of what this that's kind of what this looks like. It looks like the Anthony family are exploiting their son. They're exploiting their son.
Now, people are asking Give, Send, Go to take away their fundraiser plan. I don't.
Nah. No. No. I disagree. I don't think that. Listen, man, guys, look. This is a free country. Okay, this is a free country. How can I put this? If niggas fall for this scam, who are we to stop them? Who are we to stop niggas from falling for this scam? Right? Like, this is like the Anthony family is now scamming the black community, which again should come as no surprise. But but what we have to understand, guys, is that if people want to donate, if people want to give, they're going to find a way to give. I don't think we should stop the Give, Send, Go. I don't think we should do it. This is a free country. I didn't disagree with people donating to Shiloh Hendricks. I don't disagree with people donating to Carmelo Anthony. If you're donating to Carmelo Anthony because you're racist against white people, this is America. You can do anything that's legal for whatever reason you choose. It's not illegal to be a racist. It's not illegal. It's almost so when we have to shut down the Give, Send, Go campaign. No, I don't think so. Because it's clear to me that despite all of the money, despite the hundreds of thousands of dollars that the Anthony family has raised on this platform, it appears it's not really making much of a difference except for upgrading their lifestyle. The indictment still came down. They still have their lawyer, at least for now, right? And their kid just got indicted. At this point, okay, so let's just say they raise another $1.4 million. That's not going to make no difference. That's not going to make a difference. You can't hire Johnny Cochran. He's been 6 feet under for years. You can't hire a better, it is what it is. Dude, let niggas keep donating to this scam. Let them. Seriously. Donate all, dude. I do not have a problem with this. Don't have a problem at all, man. Keep giving this family money. If niggas are dumb enough to fall for this scam, let them fall for it. Because it's not going to make a difference one way or the other. See, niggas think that they can spend their way to an acquittal. But $1.4 million is not enough money to secure an acquittal. I'm sorry, it's not. You don't believe me? Go ask OJ. He's 6 feet under too, but yeah, it takes a lot more than $1.4 million to swing the odds to the point to where you can reasonably bet on an acquittal. Now, man, you need a lot more than $1.4 million, which tells me that most of this money is not going to the legal fees.
Don't think Give, Send, Go is going to do that. I think the person they've defrauded is actually the court, not necessarily the people donating the money. However, the people that donating the money, are they not? To me, are they keeping that money?
Yeah, Dane Rouge says, Donovan, you knew that they'd exploit the situation and mostly their son. Yeah, I called that. I called that right after the press conference.
So are they keeping? So they've got $539,000. So they're getting several $1,000s a day still put in. Because this screenshot was yesterday at 536, and now it's at 539. So they're
let's see. Let's see where it's at now. So it's at 539. Let's see where it's at now. Hang on. 539,380. Let me hit the refresh button. Yeah, it's at 539,380. It's at 539,380.
Using thousands of dollars a day still. I mean, some of the comments. Jacob Wells, care to comment? This is from Give, Send, Go. Again, I don't know that Give, Send, Go is at fault here. I would say...
No, Give, Send, Go is not at fault. Give, Send, Go is simply the platform.
The Carmelo.
See, guys, what you have to understand is people who are demanding that the Give, Send, Go be taken down, that is akin to censorship. That is akin to censorship. That is akin to censorship. We don't like this cause, so we want them deplatformed. No. Carmelo Anthony and his family have every right to try to acquire resources to help their situation. whether it's their lifestyle or the court. Or the court costs. I don't think we should take down the Give, Send, Go, and I don't think we should be, raking Jacob Wells over the coals. Because Jacob Wells is making money hand over fist as well. He ain't tripping.
Oh, Anthony family is. Oh, and Schroyer saying, wow. Not the B saying, if people are dumb enough to donate to this fund, let them. Where's the money? They should be denied.
There you go.
And the car and the house. I mean, very, very...
I don't care about the car and the house, y'all. I really don't.
Very.
What I care about is justice. I don't give a fuck. Look, I know a lot of people are rightfully up in arms about the fact that the Anthony family is now living a little bit more lavishly than they did before their son stabbed Austin Metcalf to death. But guys, this is what niggas do. Y'all, this is what niggas do. Niggas always talk about reparations. Reparations would be the worst thing to happen to niggas. Be the worst thing. They blow all the money inside of a week. Niggas don't know how to, dude, niggas blow money. They don't know how to spend money. They have no idea how money works. They get it, they spend it. That appears to be what's happening here with the Anthony family. Let them do it. King Life with the $2 super chat says the money is to pay actors to act as witnesses. You might be right. Ooh, you might be right. You might be right.
Very odd. These are, I mean, why would they, is maybe a lawyer will tell me in the comments, like, hey, this is normal, even if you have the money. By the way, Austin Metcalf's dad, Jeff Metcalf, also posted to Facebook, indicted first degree, justice for Austin.
There you go.
I
still can't believe there's actually a justice for Carmelo hashtag. It's funny when niggas talk about we want justice for Carmelo. No, what you mean is you want an acquittal for Carmelo. Niggas aren't interested in justice. They want him to get away with this murder. That's what it is.
There's also been a memorial made for Austin, it looks like. It says, I am pleased that we're moving forward with the first degree charge. I fully believe that justice will be served. I look forward to the forthcoming trial, but never bring my son back. I obviously think there's something fishy going on here. They have nearly $600,000, and yet they told the court, again, yesterday.
Yeah, something's not right about that. How could you... And listen, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know if this rises to fraud, but dude, if you're in possession of $500,000, you can't be telling the court that you're indigent. My guess is that the Anthony family probably consulted with their lawyer, and that's the only way, guys, that's the only scenario that I could see them thinking this is okay. Their lawyer could have told them, hey guys, you are indigent. You did not make this money. This money was donated to you, okay? Donations are tax deductible, and a lot of times donations are not taxed. So if it's not a taxable income, then it might not... If it's not a taxable income, then, and I'm just spitballing here. That's the only way I can see this being not fraud, is if the court says, well, yeah, they do have $500,000, but it's not money that they made. It's money that was donated to them.
They told the court yesterday that they're broke.
No, they didn't say that they were broke. They said that they were indigent. And I think that's probably where and how they're getting away with it. Saying that you're indigent and saying that you're broke are two different things. Loaded Lux Gaming says, what's indigent? Indigent means that you can't afford to hire a lawyer. So, I assume that, let's just say you are charged with a crime. And you know what cops say, hey, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Well, the one that is appointed to you is, I assume you have to probably fill out a form to maybe prove your indigence. Okay, how much do you make? Blah, 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 blah. They're like, okay, we'll give you a lawyer. That's what indigence means.
That does not seem right. I mean, I hope that this gets to the courthouse. Because it seems like, here, Carmelo Anthony blew through $540K and now they're asking for another $1 million.
Oh, yeah, that is, look, as disturbing as that is, I say let him keep asking. I say let him keep asking, man, because at some point niggas gonna be like, okay, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. We done gave y'all $500,000. The trial ain't even started yet. Y'all out here driving better. Y'all out here living in bigger houses. Y'all out here hiring security. Got all kinds of... You guys are out here buying cars, whatever the case may be. Whether that's true or not, we don't know. But come on now. We gave y'all 500 large. What y'all need another $1 million for? Where is this money going? At some point, niggas gonna start asking these questions.
I don't know.
Because niggas are a lot of things. Rich ain't one of them.
I don't know why they're... again, there's this original video of him being known for fighting.
One girl that we spoke with knew Anthony pretty well, that she says, and told us this.
I'm in shock because it's like, I wouldn't expect that from him. I only know him fighting and stuff, but to take someone's life is just like...
So he was known for fighting. That's something that they haven't told you about.
Yeah, I've heard that too. That's, look... Guys, I'm not going to be... See, listen, I'm not going to pile on, okay? Carmelo Anthony could have been let's just say for the sake of argument, that Carmelo Anthony was the model student who never got in trouble, had straight A's, had a full ride to pick an Ivy League school, blah, 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 blah. That makes positively zero difference in his innocence or his guilt. No difference. Absolutely no difference at all. I'm not going to be the guy that says, well, he was known for fighting, so this was... No. That has nothing to do with it. I'm not trying to pile on to make him look worse. I don't have to point out those kinds of details to make Carmelo Anthony look worse. I don't. He stabbed Austin Metcalf to death. That's bad enough. Who cares if he was getting into fights? I don't care about none of that stuff. Because I'm not going to do what niggas do. See, what niggas like to do, they like to say, well, he was the captain of the football team. As if to imply that him being the captain of the football team means he's not guilty. He was a 3.7 honor student. Even if that were true, and it's not, that still has no bearing on the fact that he stabbed Austin Metcalf to death. He was a model citizen. He never got in trouble. Until now. There is video of the incident. Carmelo Anthony admitted to it, and there were witnesses. We don't need character witnesses. This ain't about what he did before. No. I don't care how good or bad a person he was. If you stab someone to death, you belong in prison. Period, point blank. I don't care if he was I think Carmelo Anthony was I don't think he was a bad kid. I don't think he was a problem child, but that doesn't matter. Whether or not he brought a knife to campus or not. Whether or not the inch was more than 5.5 inches or under 5.5 inches. Whether or not it's legal to carry a pocket knife none of that matters. This man was charged with first-degree murder. None of that matters. It doesn't matter. Just because he was a good guy doesn't mean he's not guilty. Just because he was a bad guy doesn't mean he's not guilty. It's the same thing. So miss me with all of these well, he was known for fighting or he was an honor student. None of that matters. What matters is what was on the videotape, is what was on the closed-circuit television. What matters is that he stabbed Austin Metcalf to death. That's what matters.
This is very, very odd. Did they blow through the $500,000? I don't know.
Oh my God, I hope not.
They were living in a $900,000 house. We now know they were renting. They did have this car, but we all know he worked at a car dealership, though that doesn't necessarily...
Whoa, wait a minute. Let me look at that car. Hold on now.
They did...
Damn. Yeah, that's a real nice house. Yeah, that's a real nice house. Damn.
Have this car, but we all know he worked at a car dealership, though that doesn't necessarily mean that they owned it. He could have been a loaner, could have been a perk of working there.
And again, I don't care. I don't care about the car. I don't care about the house, guys. That stuff is a non-factor to me. I don't care about that.
You know, it seems fraudulent. I understand why people would think this is fraudulent. So we're going to have to wait and see if there's any backlash to this from the court or from Give, Send, Go. A lot of people are calling it fraud. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to get your Coffee Brand coffee.
All right, guys. So look, man, this is a very, very weird situation. Okay, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not, I don't know if this is fraud or not. It sounds like this could certainly have elements of fraud. You guys have to understand there's a difference. You guys have to understand that claiming that you're indigent in this particular case does not necessarily mean you're saying you're broke. Okay? He says they're telling the court they're broke. No, they told the court they were indigent. Which means, the only thing I can think of as to why this isn't fraud, or if they won't be prosecuted for fraud, is if by some law, federal, state, national, internet, whatever the case may be, money given to you doesn't have to be reported when you are applying for indigent status with the court. I could be wrong, but that's the only scenario I can think of. That's the only scenario I can think of that would make the Anthony family think that it's okay to tell the court we're indigent. Boy, this story keeps getting worse and worse, man. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Jackie says, I think a person's rep does matter in terms of giving someone the benefit of the doubt in the absence of evidence. Right, Jackie. But there is not an absence of evidence, number one. Number two, Carmelo admitted to having stabbed Austin Metcalf. That was number two. Number three, there were eyewitnesses. And number four, there's closed circuit. There's a closed circuit camera. So yes, in the absence of evidence, yes, a person's character matters. But this is exactly why I said his character does not matter in this case, because we know he did it. We know he did it. Oops, wait a minute. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We know he did it. He admitted to doing it. It's on videotape. Somebody caught it on camera, and there were eyewitnesses. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. King Life says Dominique Alexander probably told them to say that. If that's the case, what the hell? If that's the case, then that would be very, very sad. If Dominique Alexander told them to say that and then they actually did, oh my God. Godfather Sports says its income has to be reported. Can anybody verify that? Can anybody verify that and again, this might be obvious to everyone but me. But the only conceivable, and maybe I'm giving the Anthony family too much credit here. Maybe I'm overestimating their intelligence, because I can't imagine that given the national press that this is getting, that they would go in front of a judge and claim indigence given what we know about the donations. Right? Like we know that everybody knows that they've been like donations have reached over almost $600,000. My guess is that the judge probably knew that too. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Okay. And so to business. So we are now going to react to a short video snippet, a couple of short video snippets of women essentially wondering where all of the good men have gone. We all listen, man. We all know what it is. We all know what it is, man. This is just what women do, guys. This is just what women do. At some point, this was going to happen. Just given the current climate of the sexual marketplace, women wanting to be men wanting to be women, feminism, the whole bit, the destruction of the nuclear family. At some point, it was going to come to this. So let's watch a few of these snippets. Let's watch a few of these snippets, and let's go ahead and react to these. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and get this party started here.
Where are the women pushing 30? Where do we find good men at?
I'm starting to wonder where they are. Like, where?
What does it take to find a good guy? Like, I don't understand why it's so hard in your 40s to just find a good person.
It sucks being 32 and single and seeing all your friends get engaged and not even being close to that.
I was thinking about this yesterday, and it just kind of sucks that we live in a world where men don't trust women and women don't trust men. So we're kind of all out here playing with each other's feelings, and it's tiring. So if you're serious, get at me, because I'm serious.
I'm sure you have. All right, I'm gonna react to. I'm gonna give my thoughts. I'm gonna give my thoughts on all of that here shortly. But first, let me quickly remind you to like, subscribe, and share the video with anyone you know who pees standing up. Appreciate that. Also, be sure to follow me on all of my social media feeds. On Instagram at Donovan Sharpe TSR, on Twitter or X at TSR Donovan. Pardon me. Also, guys, also, make sure you follow me and subscribe to my channel on Rumble. The link is rumble.com/Donovan Sharpe. Again, sorry about that. Again, that is rumble.com/Donovan Sharpe. Guys, Rumble is where I do my daily dating show breakdowns. Weekdays at now 12 p.m. Pacific, at noon Pacific. We just finished up Sneaky Links. So we've just completed Sneaky Links. Episode 10 is going up on Patreon today, and so I think you guys are really going to enjoy Sneaky Links. So if you want to join us, guys, for these for free weekdays at noon Pacific, make sure you go to rumble.com/Donovan Sharpe and subscribe and or follow, whichever one it is, and you can watch for free live. Now, I do not keep these episodes up on Rumble. So if you do miss a dating show breakdown, not to worry. You can get access to the entire archive of now 54 seasons of dating shows I've reacted to over the past 5+ years. By signing up for Patreon, guys, for less than 17 cents a day, you will get access to tens of thousands of hours of educational, real-world advice, and life-changing information. Guys, you will never run out of content to watch as the archive grows by the day. I've reacted to every season of Love is Blind, every season of Temptation Island. I've also reacted to multiple seasons of Married at First Sight, The Bachelor, F-Boy Island, Lovers and Liars, The Ultimatum, 90 Day Fiancé, and many, many more. I've also reacted to a litany of movies such as Hitch, Think Like a Man Parts 1 and 2, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, The Woman King, and many, many more. Like I said earlier, I am releasing episode 10 of Sneaky Links, and we will be starting Love Island America tomorrow. And again, rumble.com/Donovan Sharpe, rumble.com/Donovan Sharpe at noon Pacific. Let me also remind you guys that if you guys didn't get a notification that I have gone live, there's a simple solution if you don't want that to happen again. All you got to do is join our Discord and you will never miss another show again. Most of you here did not get a notification, and most of us know why that is. Well, you sign up for Discord, that problem is immediately rectified. The link for the Discord is in the description And finally, guys, if you appreciate the value that I bring on a daily basis, drop your boy Cash App at $sign Donovan Sharpe, $Donovan Sharpe. It's on the bottom left of your screen. Every Cash App over $5 gets a Don DeMarco as an appreciation for your support. Okay, so let's go ahead and react to these one by one, because I think this is going to be. I think all of these are going to be very, 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 very telling. And away we go.
Where are the women pushing 30? Where do we find good men at?
I'm starting.
Okay, let me stop right there. Women pushing 30, where do we find the good men at? Where have all the good men gone? Guys, women have been asking this question for the last quarter century. 25, 30 years. And the answer to that question, where have all the good men gone? They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Somebody said in the chat before the show started, they're with their families. That's another good answer. The problem is that most men are sexually invisible to most women. Okay? Most men would sleep with most women, but most women wouldn't sleep with most men. The lack of, quote, good men, guys, this is the Pareto principle personified. And the Pareto principle, for those of you guys who are unfamiliar with the Pareto principle, in a nutshell, it's also known as the 80-20 rule. Within the context of dating, it means that 80% of the women are attracted to only 20% of the men, and that has what's created this vacuum, this vortex of women who are wondering where all the good men have gone. A lot of men get frustrated when women ask this question, and rightfully so. You're thinking to yourself, I'm right here. What are you talking about, where have all the good men gone? I'm right here. I'm in decent shape. I've got a great job. I've got a little money saved up, so why aren't these women seeing me? Well, the reason why they can't see you is because as a man, you also have to understand that if you're not sexually attractive to a woman, you are effectively invisible to her. Yeah, you've got a decent job. Yes, you've got a nice car. Yeah, you've got a place of your own. But unfortunately, that makes you the average man in the average woman in the average woman's eyes. And the hard truth in 2025 is that the average woman isn't looking for the average man. She's looking for the above average man. And in a lot of cases, when they're a little more attractive, they're looking for a far above average man. Talking guys in the top 20, 15, 10, 5%. Anytime a modern woman asks a question about dating or talks about relationships, her data set only includes the men she sees as sexually attractive. So when they ask, where are all the good men? They're not being facetious. They're not kidding. They're not joking. Because in their minds, only sexually viable men are on their radar. Gentlemen, this is why I teach men to become above average. Because today's women aren't going to give the average man a chance. Now, is this fair? Is this right? Well, the answer is it doesn't matter. This is how it is. And I teach men how to deal with women the way they are and not the way they should be. Let's continue.
Where are the women pushing 30? Where do we find good men at?
I'm starting to wonder where they are. Like, where?
I'm starting to wonder where they are. Like where? Where are they? Women like this, guys, who are utterly perplexed as to where they can find a viable man. Guys, these are the worst offenders. Worst offenders. The average woman in her 20s, as you guys have pointed out in the chat, has had countless opportunities for both sex and relationships. The problem is that when modern women are in their 20s, they're not looking to settle down. They're not looking for Mr. Right, they're looking for Mr. Right now. So they sleep around indiscriminately, they chase all the bad boys, they fuck all the guys with tattoos, the guys who ride motorcycles, the guys who have been to prison, the alcoholics, the drug addicts, and so forth. And during this time, they get dozens of relationship offers from good men. When she hits the wall, she forgets that she ghosted Steve, who is in law school because... She forgets that she ghosted Steve, who is in law school because he didn't make enough money to take her on trips. You friend-zoned Eric, who is in medical school because he drove a Honda Accord, and you just can't date a guy who doesn't drive a late model car. You ended things with Lawrence after 3 dates because he had to work a second job to fund his side hustle because you thought he was beneath you. And now, years later, Steve's a lawyer with his own private practice, Eric is now a trauma surgeon and making well into the six figures, and Lawrence's side hustle panned out so nicely, he lives abroad for 6 months out of the year and travels regularly. You see, guys, this is why I never feel sorry for women like this. I never feel sorry for women like this. They'll moan and groan about there not being enough good men around, conveniently forgetting and leaving out that they have had several opportunities to lock down a good man but chose to sleep around instead. And now years later, Blondie here just can't figure out where to find these men. Sweetheart, they found you several times, but because you wanted to get passed around and take semen loads from dudes with 3 baby mamas, you ignored them thinking that they would be waiting for you 5 years, 4 abortions, 3 STDs, 2 fake engagements, and an affair with a married guy in his 40s who didn't even tell you his last name. Do not feel sorry for these women. Not even close. Let's continue.
Where? What does it take to find a good guy? Like, I don't understand why it's so hard in your 40s to just find a good person. So,
oh boy, that is absolutely rich. That is absolutely rich. So, let me get this straight. This overweight, tatted up slop box wants to know why it's just so hard to just find a good person. Sweetheart, let's start with your weight, okay? The men you want don't want women who look like you, okay? They don't want women with 2 chins, okay? They don't want women with triangular fingers. They want women who are fit. They want women who do not have tattoos. The other reason it's hard to find a good man in your 40s is because you're in your 40s. I can guarantee you this chick has at least 2 kids. Guaranteed. And no man who's worth a damn is trying to take care of another man's kids. He ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. So I would strongly advise this particular woman to lower her standards, because if she doesn't, she'll be doing another video just like this asking us, why is it so hard to find a good person in your 50s? Ay, 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 ay.
being 32 and single and seeing all your friends get engaged and not even being close to that.
I was thinking.
This is funny. This is funny. These are the same girls. These are the same girls who call women who prioritize relationships as pick-me's, right? You want to submit to a man. You're a pick-me. You want to cook and clean for him? What's wrong with you? You're a pick-me. You post videos on Instagram advertising yourself as a traditional woman? You're such a pick-me. These are the girls who like to point and laugh at all of the pick-me's and talk about how pathetic they are and how you'd never allow yourself to stoop to that level. You're only 22 and you already want to get married? You're such a pick-me. The interesting thing about pick-me's is that they get picked, okay? And when they do get picked, the very women that made fun of the pick-me girls are crying in their cars, posting videos on TikTok, wondering why all of their friends are getting married and engaged while they're trying to figure out why the dude they're banging hasn't returned their calls or texts in a week. Women like this have no one to blame for themselves for being single. This woman's tears are a manifestation of all of her bad decisions. Cry me a river, ho.
Thinking about this yesterday, and it just kind of sucks that we live in a world where men don't trust women and women don't trust men. So we're kind of all out here playing with each other's feelings.
Oh boy.
And it's tiring. So if you're serious, get at me.
If you're serious, get at me. She says, you know, it's funny. It's funny when women point out it's funny that when women rather point out their dating crimes, they also like to point out men's dating crimes. Andrew Wilson calls this the what about the men though argument. So this woman acknowledges that men don't trust women, but turned right around and said women don't trust men, and she's 100% wrong. No, women don't trust the men they want. Remember what I told you earlier. In a woman's world, the only men who exist are the men she's aroused by. She ain't talking about the guy who works at Jiffy Lube. She's not talking about the maintenance man who fixed her toilet last week. She ain't talking about the security guard who tells her good morning every day. You see, gentlemen, when women complain about men, they're not complaining about you, okay? They're not. You're in the friend zone. She ain't gonna complain about you because you give her boyfriend attention without her having to give up the butt, and she's got no problem with that. Got no problem with you. No, the men she's complaining about are the men who smashed and dashed. The men who pulled a bang and bounce. The man she sleeps with 4 hours after meeting him. That's who she's complaining about. Okay? The fact of the matter is that most men are trustworthy, number one. And number two, most men are trusting to a fault. Men will complain about how women are this and women are that. But as soon as he gets attention from a half-decent looking girl, he believes literally everything she tells him, and she knows it. Okay, so she can miss me with this men and women are the same kind of bad in this dating market. Far more women take advantage of men than men who take advantage of women. There are plenty of trustworthy men out there. But unfortunately, most modern women simply aren't interested in men they can trust sexually. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Guys, do not commit to women like this. Don't commit to women like this, guys. Don't commit to women like this. The only thing these bitches deserve is cheap liquor, raw dick, and maybe a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if she's not completely insufferable. So now one might ask, okay, well, Donovan, how can we tell these are the kinds of women we shouldn't commit to? How can we tell? Well, the simple answer is something I've been preaching for, a half a decade, and that is pay the fuck attention. Pay attention when she talks. Ask her questions about dating and relationships, and she will tell you everything you need to know in terms of whether or not you're going to put her in the recreational use only category. So now the next question is, okay, Donovan, how do we know which questions to ask? How do we know what to listen for? Well, there are two very simple solutions. Solution number one, 16 ways to immediately disqualify her for a long-term relationship. Gentlemen, this ebook gives you 16 bona fide, surefire black flags that automatically disqualify her for anything outside of a one-night stand or a situationship. Ignore the advice in this ebook if you want to, but you can't say I didn't warn you. Solution number two, how to properly vet women for a long-term relationship. Guys, this ebook will take you step by step through the process of thoroughly vetting women for a potential relationship. Now, I'm going to be upfront here, guys. I'm going to keep it real. The information in this ebook is going to be hard to stomach. There are no two ways about it. Okay? It's going to be hard to stomach. But nothing in life worth doing or having is going to be easy. Okay? It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to get. And that includes a relationship of consequence with a woman who loves, trusts, and respects you. So if you're at a point where you're ready to start entertaining thoughts of settling down, do not do yourself a disservice and ignore this book. Trust me when I tell you that you will absolutely regret it. As you guys can see in the directions, the animated directions there on the left-hand side of your screen, just go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe/shop. Simply navigate to the book that you want, and voila. You will have the kind of information that 97% of men wish they had. Shout out to Edward Cross with the $10 Cash App. He says, flown out, blown out, and thrown out. That's right. Fobato. Fobato. I love the Fobato, the hashtag Fobato. Love the hashtag Fobato. Okay, very, very good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, let me see here. I am now going to select, I usually pick the 3 hard R. I usually already have the hard R videos queued up and ready to go. But today I was running a little bit behind. So let's see here. Oh,
shut the f up.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh boy, all right. So that sounds like a good one. Okay, there's number 1. Okay. Shh. Let me do this. Oh boy, this one looks real good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This gonna be good. This gonna be good, y'all. Get your Takis ready because you already know this shit's gonna be good. Let's do this one. This one looks funny. This one looks good. Okay. Oh wow. I'm gonna tell you what. These are good long ones. So looks like we might actually have a chance. To hit bingo So let me go ahead and pull up bingo card number 27. And again, I do apologize, guys. I know that you guys expect a seamlessly produced show every once in a while. I run a little bit behind schedule. And I'm going to keep it real. It's probably because I was buying flowers. I love flowers, guys. Like, flowers, gardening, it is, oh my God. It's, nothing calms me. Nothing calms me like flowers. Anyway, let us get to the hard R. Oh, damn it. Hang on a second. Oh, look at that. I got $61 left in my Patreon. How about that? Cool. $61 I had not, $61 I had not counted on. Okay, let's see. Rumble VC. Oh, that's because I'm selling my books and courses on Patreon now. That's right. Oh, well, there we go. All right. Let us go over the hard R bingo card. Bingo card. I'm not resisting. I hate cops and white people. You're recording this, right? You're doing too much. Let me call my mommy. Nigga, I'ma fuck you up. I'ma call my lawyer, my high-powered $1,000 an hour lawyer. Bro, you racist ass cops. Where my phone at? I can't breathe. Hey man, why you got her handcuffed? I'm in fear for my life. Don't touch me. Read me my rights. I scratched my elbow. I need to go to the hospital. My kids. Loosen the handcuffs so I can try to get away. I have to go to work.
Stop the cap.
Oops, my hand slipped. I'm gonna sue. Call your sergeant. My brother's a cop. Take that badge off. You gonna see what's up, nigga. I ain't do nothing. Show me your ID.
Nope.
And with that, it is time for the hard R. Wait a minute, this is supposed to be the hard R breakdown. Whoa, wait a minute. Where's my police lights? Hold on now. Okay, there we go. Well, wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, I see what's going on. Sorry, y'all. I am a perfectionist to a fault, and I know that it sometimes costs me, but I don't give a damn. Very good and very good. Okay, very, 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 very nice. And so to business. This first video is entitled, She Crashes Into Neighbor's House and Then Tries to Flee. Oh, God. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, no. Wait, is this the teacher? We might have seen this one already, but we'll be able to know, we'll know here in a few minutes. Here we go. Let's get it.
Almost.
Listen. Yeah, shut the up.
All right. I need to be able to check on your
Girl.
children. Okay.
Girl.
You're right. I'll just get TSR.
Girl.
Oh my
Do it. Do it.
Oh my God.
On December 31st, 2024 in Ohio, police and firefighters were called out after reports of an SUV crashing into a residence. When they arrived, they found the house badly damaged and the vehicle abandoned. Officers believe the driver fled on foot and located the suspect minutes later down the street.
Oh no, we haven't seen this one yet.
Who's driving that car?
Here we go.
Long braids. She's a female, black or white. Hey, run the plate on that real quick so I can see where she lives.
Uh-oh.
She said, yeah, black female with like braids. And she said she was headed home to see her kids, but her address comes
My kids! Boy, I'm gonna tell you what. And Hard R Bingo is underway. Let us get it. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Let me make a quick correction here, guys. I'll do that later. Fuck it.
The girl who owns the car comes back to Cleveland, so...
No! Hey! Is everybody okay?
5 and a black Toyota Solara.
Okay, cross right there.
Copy 45.
Alright, I see. Okay. They're not asleep. You won't answer my questions. They don't care to come outside.
16.
The guy won't come outside, Hassie. I keep asking him to come out. He won't come out.
Come out of the house?
Yeah. I asked him if he's okay. He ignored me and just closed the door and went inside.
Yeah, in this for right now. We don't have anybody in this vehicle. He just ignored you?
Yeah, like he had the door open. I was like, hey, is anybody hurt? And he just closed the door and went inside.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Shining the light in his face.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he's not concerned that there's a car in his house?
Nope. Apparently not.
12:15 to go check Adkins. It's right around the corner. There's a domestic connected to this car that comes back to Adkins. She's probably running there.
When they say domestic, they're talking about domestic violence. Am I right? I think. Yes? No?
Curious to see how they're going to get this one.
Yeah, no shit.
Damn! Yo, that house is fucked up!
Oh, no, don't run. We're not doing that.
Oh, shit.
We're investigating something right now.
Oh, boy.
We just need you to ID yourself so we can figure out what's going on. Don't run. Stop walking. We're going to go in cuffs.
Oh, shit.
Okay, come here. We're just investigating
I
a
just came
traffic
from a
accident.
strip club. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, sweetheart, we know where you came from. You have a tattoo on your stomach.
Looks like you're in a car accident. Come with us really quick. No weapons or anything on you, dear.
No.
What's this right here, Ken? It's nothing. It's just your pants. I'm making sure. Can I just hold your purse real quick, dear? Do you have ID on you?
Yes.
Okay, can I have your ID?
Yes. Can I just give you my name?
Do you have an ID? It'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, can I have your ID, please?
Oh, shit.
34 of the unit.
She ain't gonna get...
All right, man.
Come on, girl. Come on, man. Come on, girl. Do the right... Yo, be like Spike Lee. Do the right thing. The cop is nice and calm. He's cool. He's like, come on, dear. Let's not make this hard.
Go and put your hands behind your back.
Can I wait? Wait, can I check on my kids?
Yeah, in a moment. Put your hands behind your back.
Why are you taking my purse? This is so long. Can I check on my kids, please?
Yeah, she didn't show... She did not show her ID. She didn't show her ID.
Can I check on my kids, please?
My kids.
Right here.
Where?
Nearby.
Right here.
Go on and let go of it.
This is funny as shit. I swear to God, guys, American black women always act like they actually care about their kids when they're in trouble. And like I said before, black women don't give a fuck about their kids unless they're in trouble with the law or they're in front of a family court judge.
Go on and let go of it.
What do you want me to let go of?
The stuff in your hands.
No, I'm not letting go of my crackers.
Let go my ego.
Can I have my crackers?
Just let go. Why are you worried about your crackers?
Just
Why are you being a child?
Can you crackers give me crackers?
Because let me have my crackers.
You're going to get your property back. I don't want your crackers.
Right, so I can have them.
He said, I don't want your crackers. Elena is in the house. Oops. Oh, my shit. My bad. My fault. In 15 minutes, I will be joined by Elena and her husband to talk about their relationship, their journey to and from the red pill. So stay tuned for that.
Going back to the freezer. Just let go of it.
No.
No.
Just that close.
Right here.
No, I'm going to walk to my kids.
No, we're not.
No,
Yes,
sweetie.
Right here.
Can you please walk me to my kids?
No, we can't. Nope.
Bitch, you don't care about your kids. If you cared about your kids, you wouldn't have got behind the wheel drunk and drove into a house. Stop it.
No. Please, I'm not saying nothing. Please let me talk to my kids. That's what I'm asking.
Listen real quick.
She doesn't want to talk to her kids, guys. This is a stalling technique.
You act a fool, we're going to have to put you in this rap device, and we don't want to have to do that.
Oh, shit. We got a clapback cop. Let's get it.
So we have to put you in the back of this cruiser for our investigation. So when we open this door, quit trying to pull away and trying to run.
Yeah, she's fucked up.
You're going to get yourself
She's
in trouble.
fucked up.
My kids are in the house by themselves. Please,
How old
let
are
me
your
talk
kids?
to my kids. They're just minors.
Okay, well, send the car and we'll check on them.
Get in no.
There. Get in there. Your other option is we're going to put you in a wrap and we're going to put you in ourselves.
You don't get
I just want to talk to my kids.
You don't want to talk to your kids. You want to delay the inevitable. Stop acting like you give a fuck about your kids, bitch.
But it's a process that you have to take. Right now, you are involved in this investigation. We're going to check on your kids and make sure that your kids is okay.
I'm not going to let y'all. I'm not going to leave that up to y'all.
Either way it go, we're going to have to check on your kids. First of all, you left your kids by themselves, and they minors. How old are they? So
She ain't telling him. See, how old are they? This is the second time he's asked how old they are, and she says they're minors. Guys, I don't know. Guys, I don't know why getting information out of these people is like pulling teeth. He just asked you how old your kids are. He's not gonna go arrest your fucking kids. What's wrong with you people?
Check on them. No, you're not going to check on them. We're going to check on them. So I need you to put your feet aside, and then we're going to check on your kids. What's your address? Which one is it? Where the black truck is at? Just put her in, bro. All right, go ahead and hop in there.
Brett.
Don't touch me!
Oh, there it is. There it is. Don't touch me.
Put her in the device, bro.
Yeah, put her in the wrap. Put her in the wrap. Yeah, wrap that ass up. Wrap that ass up.
Set her down. I think so.
Why y'all have to do that?
No,
Please,
you
I just
did
want to
it. Because you're not cooperating, sweet cheeks.
check on my kids.
You don't dictate what happens.
Right, so why can't I check
Because
on my
you don't
kids?
dictate what happened. Right now, you're in a police investigation. You did something wrong, so now we have to do our job. Our thing is, you have to let us do our job. If you just got in the car and let us do what we needed to do,
But he pulling me by my hair.
we could have went and checked.
Oh,
on your
bitch, stop
kids.
it. He ain't
All
pulling you by
have
your
to do is
hair.
get in the back seat. Now we're about to put you on this rap device because you want to fight and you want to kick. I don't want to have to do that.
When did I kick?
You just was fighting and kicking right then and there.
When did I kick?
So
I
is
never kicked
you gonna
you.
sit in here?
Did I kick you?
You kicked towards him.
I never kicked anybody. I never kicked anybody.
Okay, are you gonna get in the back of the cruiser?
No, I'm not. Until I
Alright,
see if my
alright.
kids are okay.
You don't
Please.
Wrap her ass up.
Am I wrong for wanting to see that my
Wrap her
kids
ass
are okay?
up.
Y'all can take me willingly, and I promise y'all, when I
Don't
fight
work
for
like
please,
that.
let me see if my kids are
It doesn't work like
okay.
that.
Right, that's all I want to do.
Let me
I
see.
want to see my kids.
But
That's
you-
not a rule.
you left your
They
kids-
came out my.
You left.
You.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Right. You're the only
There
one.
it is.
sitting here
There it
with
is.
my face yelling.
I'm trying to help.
There it
you.
is.
I'm trying to help.
There it is.
I don't need your help though.
Okay. All right, cool. Bet. All right, cool. You got it.
Get up, get in the cruiser.
You got it.
What's your kids'
You got
names?
Jaden, no, can I
I'm
please
going-
see my kids?
Not at this time.
This bitch.
Why?
Because we're
Because I said
investigating
so.
a traffic accident.
Y'all
so no.
can't
So this is-
traffic investigate anything. Why can't I
No,
see
you
my
can't because
children?
a car went into a house.
No respect for authority.
Someone else needs to check.
But
on that
it
thing right
wasn't
now. So that's what we're investigating. So can you
right,
get in
and
the
that's
cruiser?
okay. No,
Because
I
you're
don't
going
want
to
to.
you're
I
going to talk
can't.
yourself in the county. Do you want to go to the county?
Uh-oh. He said you're going to talk yourself in the county. Let's get it.
I don't care where I go. Please
Okay.
just let me see my kids.
You don't give a fuck about your kids, woman. Stop it.
I don't want to talk to you though. I don't like you.
I don't like you either.
Where are your kids at?
I love clapback cops,
in the
dude.
house?
She left the
Yes,
kids. She left the
please.
kids inside
I
the
just
house.
want to see my kids.
They're minors.
I
She
wanna
want
see
us
my
to do her a
kids.
favor and go let her check
Stop
on her
the cap.
kids first before she
I
cooperates
don't-
with us. It don't work like that.
How old are they? Are they like young? They're minors.
They're minors.
What she said.
Yeah, right.
That's all she says. They're minors. She won't tell us, but she want to check on her kids that she left in the house by themselves.
Right. So what? Now you gotta judge me because I'm a mom. So what? And I'm not. And I don't feel bad about it because my kids are taken care of.
Taken care of.
Will you willingly get in the car if we let you just talk to your kids? You're still
Yes,
going to be in
I will
handcuffs.
go. I
You're
will
still
go.
going to be in
Please,
handcuffs.
Let me see them.
Let's just show her
I
our
just want to
kids.
see my
Let's
kids.
just
This is all a stalling. This is all stalling. That's all this is.
Regardless of the fact she left her kids here, why is we doing her a favor? Put her in a cruiser. If she fight, put her in a device.
We don't have
Yo,
one.
see, I'm telling you, dude, the black cop's like, yo, fuck this bitch.
Okay, just bring her over. I don't.
See my kids.
Yeah.
Is there anyone
No,
else?
no, let me-
Is there anybody else in the house?
Crocodile tears.
Please, I just
If
want
you
to see
can
my
answer
kids.
our
I will go.
questions, it'll be a lot easier to work with you.
I just want to see my
Is there
kids.
anybody else in the
No.
house? Yep.
No, keep him away from. I don't want him. Keep him away from my house. Keep him away from my
already
kids.
in cuffs.
No, I will stay away.
Keep him away from my kids. She's about to chimp out.
Hey, keep him away from my kids.
I'm not going by your kids.
Don't open the door. Don't open the door.
Don't open the door. Don't open the door. Do you want to talk to your kids or not?
Don't open the door. Don't open the door. Don't open the door. Jaden, even when I leave, do not open this door for nobody.
Well, right. That's the right thing to do, mama.
Let's get in. You're gonna get pulled in, or you can get in by yourself.
I'm about to drag her ass in that goddamn car. See, there it is, y'all. They asked her. See, this is why you don't do favors for these people. These people are liars. These people are charlatans. He asked her specifically, if we let you talk to your kids, will you willingly get in the car? Yes, I'll get in the car. I won't fight. What does she do? She fights. This is why you can't trust these people. These people are savages. These people are animals. They cannot be trusted.
Go!
Can I sit you up this way?
Oh.
Let's come this way.
Oh.
We have to move.
Oh, okay, I said okay.
We're not doing anything.
Get off of me, please.
Do you want to sit up? Probably.
Okay, I said I will move.
P. Schmitty says, dude, I'm starting to hate these kinds of people. Yes, what you are experiencing, P. Schmitty, is black fatigue. That right there, when P. Schmitty says, dude, I'm starting to hate these types of people, what P. Schmitty, my friend, you are experiencing symptoms of black fatigue. You are experiencing symptoms of black fatigue. Are you tired of nigga shit? Are you tired of going into a Wendy's and seeing black women throw shit all over the place? Are you tired of black people making an ass of themselves on public transportation? Are you tired of seeing packs of wild animals going around beating up people? You, my friend, have black fatigue. That's what it is.
I'm about to go grab it. Come on, Par.
All right. Do you want to? We can get you out and you'll sit down, or
Just
we'll
stay
put you
away
in the
from me,
wrap.
Please, just give me a second to move.
We can help you.
What
No,
the
don't touch me.
Wait. Hold the fucking phone, bro. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Like the bitch is wedged like what is this? Like the bitch is wedged between the. Oh my god, dude, this is. Oh my god.
Please don't touch me.
So here's the thing. The other car is going to pick up a wrap, and if you're not sitting in here by the time they get back.
I don't care. I just said I was going to move.
Right.
Can you please help me?
What do you need help with?
My children.
Nope. That's not.
See that? I need help with my children. See, that's the only. See? She doesn't give a fuck about her children. She didn't give a fuck about her children. She just wants to keep the conversation going. Can I please have help with my children? I need to talk to my children. Don't open the door. I need to see my kids.
Not an option right now.
Swagger.
Yeah.
You ever seen this before?
I have not.
No.
Uh-oh.
It's a new tool we got. When people don't want to listen, this is what we get out.
Oh,
it's
shit.
pretty much self-explanatory. Let you know where to pick the leaves at. Ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
They're about to wrap this bitch.
Is she going to sit now?
Are you going to sit?
We're not trying to put you in this. I really don't want to put you in this. Well, this is what I need you to understand. I might have came off.
Why are you talking to me?
Okay.
Dude, wrap her ass up. Wrap her ass up. There you go. Just wrap her ass up. There it is. See? There it is. See, she ain't hear none of that. She ain't hear none of that. Okay? When a black woman encounters a police officer, a black police officer at that, she completely shuts down all logic and emotion. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. He's like, look, bitch, like we didn't want to do this. She's like, you know what? Why are you talking to me? You know what? Bet.
You talk to her.
No, don't talk. No. Ain't no time for talking. Ain't no time for talking. Wrap her ass up. Wrap her ass up. Turn her into a nigga burrito.
Device, and we can put you in the back of the car, or you can get in the back car in your own power, and we don't even have to deal with this.
I just wanted to talk to my kids.
Okay, that's not on the table
That's
right now.
not an option,
I know
lady.
it sucks. I know you're upset about it, but these are your two options. You get in by yourself, or you
Just
get put in
put
the
me
wrap.
in it.
You're not gonna get in the cruiser.
No. Because
I told
I'm
you
not
I'll
going to the barrier. I want to talk to my kids.
I told you I'll go check on your kids. I just need their names and information so we don't.
Just
No.
Wrap her up.
All right, lay down.
Wrap her ass up.
Yep, all the way down.
Lift up.
Go around like this?
Yep. This way.
Put the words up.
This way. Yep. Slide it through
This
right
makes
there.
no sense.
I hope that y'all feel okay. I just wanted
give
to
you
see if
every
my
option.
babies was okay. You
Bitch,
did
shut
not
the
give me.
fuck up. Your kids are fine. Shut the fuck up, man. I swear to God, man. Black women don't give a fuck about their kids, man. Stop it.
Shit to see if my babies was okay.
How many abortions have you had? Huh? How many babies have you killed? Stop it. My kids.
I'm gonna roll you to your side, all right?
It don't matter.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
You're the main one I don't like.
All right.
Stay away from me. Everybody arrest me but him. Keep him away from me. Jesus Christ. What is this? Thank you.
See, she thinks that she thinks she's getting over on this black. I don't want him arresting me. Da 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 da.
Jesus, if y'all was gonna rap me like this, y'all should have said that. I would have just got up.
Sweetie, they did. They tried it. The nigga tried to explain it to you, and the question you asked him, why are you talking to me? So he tried to explain it to you. You headed him off at the pass, and now you get to get wrapped up like Caterpillar.
We were trying to explain it to you.
Right. This evil man over here to my left, maybe.
I don't know that he's evil.
I bet you don't, but he bothering me. Ah! I'm about to. So please don't do that no more.
Are you able to breathe and fit both hands in?
Oh no.
Jesus Christ. Y'all acting like I'm did a mass shooting.
Yes, but they gave you the options, sweetie. They gave you the options. And no, you don't have to do a mass shooting to get wrapped up like a fucking caterpillar. Okay, you verbalized to the police officers that you are not going to comply. They gave you an option. You can either sit in the car under your own power, or we can wrap your ass up and put you in the car. You said wrap me up. There it is. Max says she want to be in control so bad. Yeah, she's in total control until she's not.
In the car, and you said you
Okay,
weren't
well,
gonna get in.
I would have did it if I knew they was going to
No,
do
you-
this.
They explained it to you that you were
No,
gonna
they
go in
didn't.
this.
They didn't
Yeah.
explain it. No, they
Yeah,
did
they
not.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
they
they
did
did.
not.
Yeah, they
No,
did.
they did
Yeah,
not.
they did. Yeah, they did.
But that's
Don't
not
open
okay.
up my door. Don't open up my door.
Listen.
Be Tall, Young, and Attractive with the $2 super chat says more like the 95 roll. Yeah, maybe. Be Tall, Young, and Attractive with the $2 super chat says some guys should just throw in the towel. He said, should some guys just throw in the towel? No. You should never throw in the towel as a man. Ever. Never, ever, ever, ever give up, guys. Okay, that's what women do. That's what women do, and we are not women. Praetorian Guard with the $2 super chat says the body wrap system's undefeated. I can imagine so.
Then shut the f up.
All right. I need to be able to check on your
Girl.
children. Okay.
Girl.
You're right.
Girl.
I'll just get TSR.
Girl. Do it.
Rule 6
Do it.
Good. Do it. Yeah, there it is.
Jaden. Don't open up my door. Gave me that warrant. Do not open up my door. Why you gotta put something over my head? I did not do nothing. No. Get off me.
Tighten everything up so she's
Wild fucking animal.
Way too much movement.
I don't have nothing to... Jaden! Do not open up my door!
No, we're not doing that.
I had to put a fucking helmet on her ass so she don't bash her fucking head in. Your goddamn choice, bitch. You decided this is it.
Get off of me! I don't have nothing else! Get off of me!
Buckled up.
Get off of me!
You're getting buckled up. You done? Yep, sure am.
Stop in the car! Get me out of here!
I'm getting you out.
Get me out of here! Get me out of here!
Lean forward. I'm getting you out.
No!
I'm getting you out.
No, you're not!
I have to take
Oh
the
my
seatbelt
God.
off.
What the
I swear to
fuck is...
God, where's my kids? Where's my kids? I cannot wait.
Your kids are about to be taken by CPS, sweetie. Saber89 with the $5 super chat says this hoe pillar ain't turning into... He said this hoe pillar ain't turning into any butterfly. Oh no, that was wrong. Oh my God, that was fucked up.
She's holding one seatbelt and biting the other. Won't let me get it.
Can you hear me? So here's the deal. I cannot leave your children here. I can't leave them here. So either I need permission for them to go stay with a parent, grandparent. Perfect.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yep, let me call my mama.
Perfect.
Please don't take my baby.
Then help me help
Please don't take my babies. Bitch, you don't deserve to be a mother. You don't deserve to be a mom.
you. How do I get a hold of her? How do I get a hold of your sister? Because here's the thing, if I don't have someone to give your children to, I'm going to have to give them to, I will have to give them to children's services. How do I get a hold of your sister?
They're going to your sister's house.
Please. Are they?
They really are. All right, dear, we're going to carry you in here, and then we're getting you checked out. I'm still waiting on the phone call.
I don't want to, please. Are they okay?
I'm still waiting on the phone call.
This bitch is sitting here acting like, are they okay? Nothing happened to your children. You just want a reason to bitch and moan. That's all this is.
Look, don't fall, dear.
I refuse, Gary. Just take me to jail, please.
Do you want to take the test? This is your chance to answer. You said yes or no.
I
you want to take the
want
test?
a lawyer.
That doesn't work that way.
I want a lawyer.
It's good. We're good.
Can I get your temperature real quick? Can you open your mouth for me? Check it another way. So, what do you do? Rectal? What do you want to do? Mouth?
Oh my God. See, guys, this is where black fatigue is coming in. They want to take her temperature, and she wants them to do it through her rectum. She wants to be so goddamned difficult. She's like, no, I'm not gonna open up my mouth so that you can take my temperature. She is going to be as non-compliant as one could be. She is going to be, again, everything is gonna be like pulling teeth for this woman.
Mouth or rectal? That's fine. I had anal sex before, lady.
Hello.
Hi,
Are you Jakia?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what? Hold up.
That doesn't work that way.
I want a lawyer.
It's good. We're good.
Can I get your temperature real quick? Can you open your mouth for me? Check it another way. So, what do you do?
See,
Rectal? What do you want?
this is being, now she's being combative. Now she's just being combative, passively, aggressively combative.
Mouth or rectal? That's fine. I had anal sex before, lady.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you Jakia?
Yes.
Okay.
Drakia? Hold up, man. I hope her. Yo. I hope this girl name is not Drakia. Please tell me. Please tell me this girl's name is not Drakia.
Anal sex before, lady.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you Jakia?
Yes.
This bitch's name is Jakia. I just don't understand it. I mean, and I'm not being facetious here, guys. Like, why would you give your kid the kind of name that would disqualify them for, well, just about anything outside of Section 8? It's like these, dude, it's like these black women give their kids names to ensure that they will be approved for Section 8. Jakia? What the fuck kind of name is that? Jakia Williams? Yeah, you're approved. How you know your name is Jakia? Oh my God. Guys, this is why we endorse snow bunny culture. This is why we tell y'all to go after the snow bunnies, man. Jesus fucking Christ. This bitch's name is Jakia. Oh my God.
Okay. She is currently in custody. She's going to be going to jail tonight. She wrecked her car and then fled the scene. So she's in custody. She needs somebody to watch her kids.
Yes.
Would you be willing to watch the kids?
Yes.
Okay.
You got any warrants or anything like that?
No.
Have you ever been charged with domestic violence?
No, but I have a misdemeanor from like years ago for
what?
assault.
Oh no.
How long ago was that?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my God, this keeps getting worse and worse. Listen to this again, y'all. Oh no.
I have a misdemeanor from like years ago
For what?
assault.
The one crime the one crime that would prevent them from leaving the kids with her, she committed it. And now look at this officer's face. He's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Watch. This nigga's like, oh my God.
Really, nigga?
He's like, bruh, come on.
How long ago was that?
For like 5 years ago.
We'll contact CSB. We'll have to temporarily take the kids into our custody.
There we go.
And then CSB will check
There it
you
is.
out. And then as long as they're okay with it, then they will be transferred from us to you by CSB. But CSB has to make sure, they have to run you, make sure there's nothing that sets off any.
Guys, you can tell by just tell by the tonality. Oops. Wait, shit. Wait a minute. Where did my $20 go? I had $20. I think I might have left my. I think I left my $20 in the. Y'all know me. I'm a cheapskate, man. I don't miss nothing. Sorry about that. My bad.
Alarms.
How do we get in contact?
When they call, they will call you.
Okay.
And if you have any other leads on where they could go, you can talk to CSB about it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Just keep an ear out for your phone, all right?
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
The suspect's other sister arrived at the scene to pick up the children. A CSP agent also responded to the home for an inspection, where it was revealed that the sister had a prior CSP case involving her own children.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You got to be fucking kidding me with this, dude. Of course the sister. Jesus fucking Christ. Guys, I give up, man. I give up.
In which she was suspected of using drugs while caring for them.
Oh,
Officers
Jesus.
then discovered that the sister also had a felony warrant and took her into custody at the scene.
Fucking hell. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, this is just. Oh my God. Y'all. This is. Not only does the sister have a CPS thing and was using drugs around her kids, the bitch has a felony warrant.
I apologize. I thought the other officers ran you before you came over here.
How did I get in trouble?
You know how you got in trouble.
The case number's in 2024, so I don't know about if you might have broken someone's house or what exactly happened.
This is on New Year's Eve too, y'all.
I never got charged.
Clearly you did. Otherwise, there would not be a warrant out for your arrest. Matthew Alexander says, what a rich and vibrant culture. Pff, yeah, you can say that again.
Where did this happen?
This was like a couple months ago, and I had a detective call me, and that was the last thing I heard about that. But they never said that they had like evidence that it was me or anything.
Oh, that's bullshit.
For some reason, somebody's on a warrant on you. Okay. And I was just notified of that.
Like, how am I being in trouble for this? My sister was the one who got in trouble, and for helping my sister, I get arrested.
Yeah, sweetie, this is what happens when you have a warrant. Sean Morris with the $5 super chat says, not even the best fiction writer could make this stuff up. Wow, yeah, you're right about
I
that.
have a warrant, and we can't just, like my partner said, we can't summon you on the warrant.
Yeah, listen, you're gonna have,
if we could, we would.
have your time in court to figure out everything.
And I believe the cop. I believe the cop would let her go if he could.
But our hands are tied.
But what about my kids?
It's a felony warrant. It's the same thing that's happening to your nephews is what's going to happen to your kids.
This is crazy.
Okay?
Well, this is
So
the law.
I have to go to jail.
Tonight you're going to jail. Yes, ma'am.
Don't take me to jail, please.
Our hands are
I
tied.
want to go to jail.
Our hands are tied, okay?
I didn't do anything
We
wrong.
have a warrant, and this is the only way it's going to get taken care of, okay?
But my kids. Don't take me.
Oh my God, this bitch has kids too. So let's just let's just look at this from 35,000 feet. Let's just look at this from 35,000 feet. I'm waiting for Elena and her husband to pull up, and they haven't pulled up yet. I guess they're getting ready. Let's just take a look at this from a bird's eye view. You have a black woman who is a stripper, who is driving drunk. She crashes her car into a house, a residence, tries to flee the scene, comes back, demands to be wrapped up like a hoa pillar. She's got kids. And unless CPS can find a reason to let the kids go with the sister, they're going to CPS. No problem. No problem at all. Let's get the sister, leave the kids with the sister. They ask the sister, A, anything in your background? Well, yeah, there is this one misdemeanor I had. Well, what's it for? Assault.
Really, nigga?
Okay, so, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take him into custody. We're going to have CPS check you out. When they clear you, we're going to bring the kids back, and you're good to go. They run this bitch's name. She's got a warrant. She's got a warrant. She's got a warrant. And now she's going to jail. But wait, there's more. She too has children, multiple children. And because she is now going to jail, CPS has to take custody of them. Guys, this is the matriarchy. This is the matriarchy. This is the black community. This is the black community, guys. This is what happens. This is what happens when your community is run by women. Women run amok. And now, through no fault of their own, we have two sets of children. We have two sets of children who are cousins to one another. They're going to be taken away from their families and into CPS. Unbelievable. Looks like Elena and what's her name said that they're there. Oh, I don't see you guys. Hang on a second. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know. What was that? Oh, there we are. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. I think I know what's going on. Hang on, Elena. Hang on, y'all. I think I know what the problem is. I think I pulled up in the wrong link. All right. I think this is it. No, that's not them. Oh, wait a minute. I might be in the wrong studio. Hey, there they are. All right, cool. Good stuff. All right. All right. Good stuff. Okay, give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm going to bring on... Wait a minute. I got to activate my camera there. Where the hell am I? Oh, wait, I got to add myself. There we go. All right, cool. Very, very nice. Let me add... Okay, there we go. There we are. Gotcha. Very good. There we go. All right, we are looking good. Let me bring on Elena and Plutarch. There we go. We are good to go. What's going on, you two?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing very, very good. You know what? It's interesting. I gave you guys the wrong pull-up. Well, I gave you the right pull-up studio address, but I was in the wrong one. So I'm all good. Plutarch, how you doing today, mother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very, very good. Okay. The reason I wanted to have you guys on today is because, believe it or not, you two probably have the closest. you guys probably have the closest relationship in terms of my dynamic with Devin as anybody. Plutarch, I'm not really sure how old you are, but I know that you and Elena, that you guys don't have kids. You guys are married. Devin and I are married. We don't have any kids. And Plutarch, I've heard you talk before. I've texted with you before. You obviously, you've got the red pill mindset and all that other kind of stuff. So Plutarch, take me inside of your, I don't want to call it a journey because that's sort of a bitch term, but how did you discover this particular community and how did you end up implementing it into your life?
Well, that is quite the story because it goes all the way back to like 2007, 2008.
Wow.
Yeah, back before there really was a red pill.
Oh, okay. All right.
I read.
Okay.
I've always been an information seeker.
Okay.
And, looking around, asking myself, why am I not doing as well as I could with women, as one does.
Mm-hmm.
And I start reading, and I did get derailed a bit.
Okay.
I grew up in the church, and the church they have their program, right?
Of course.
And so I said, you know what? I grew up in the church. I'm Christian. I'm going to follow the program. I followed the program into a relationship with a Reformed 304.
Oh boy.
Because
yeah, we've all been there.
That's what the church says to do, right?
Absolutely.
So that did not end well, as one might expect.
Of course.
And it was really after that I said, you know what? I already know what the answer is. I did what the church said. That didn't work.
Okay.
So the truth must be something else. And, obviously you've got to sort your own shit out, right?
Sure, of course. Of course.
So, it took a little bit of time to do that. Then I kind of got back into it via Kevin Samuels.
Wow, how about that? Wow, Kevin Samuels, man. Holy smokes. Wow.
Yeah, and I got Elena into it at the time. Since she is an import, we did have to get married in the state because you have to get that marriage license to go to get the visas and all that.
Sure.
But I have told her before that, if we didn't have to, then I probably wouldn't have done it that way.
I understand.
So, yeah, and then I got her hooked on Kevin Samuels videos, and from there it just kind of spiraled. They say don't red pill your women, and they are not lying.
They're not kidding, man.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. And here's the thing, Plutarch. Women are already naturally red pilled, but when they're exposed to our content, all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, now I can start saying this shit out loud." It's crazy.
And she does, doesn't she?
Absolutely. Oh my God. She triggers. It is, dude, she'll send me screenshots, man. Oh my God. These fucking feminists will send her like these paragraphs. It's freaking hilarious. Not only does she trigger feminists, she triggers male feminists. And it's funny because a lot of times she gets a more adverse reaction from men than women. It is a sight to see.
I encourage it.
Yes, good.
Sometimes I have to pull her back from the brink of blowing up her account and getting banned.
Of course. Hey, listen, if you are not in danger of getting banned or demonetized or shadow banned, you're not doing it right.
Yep. But eventually you learn how to walk the line, right?
Right, of course. So talk to me a little bit about the dynamic between the two of you. A lot of my detractors are very critical with the way my dynamic is with Devin. I'm the boss, she's the follower, and they like to say, well, Devin is, under lock and key. Is Donovan going to let her out of the cage? Blah, 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 blah. And of course, I joke about that. That's obviously not the case, but I do run my household with an iron fist. It is literally either it is literally either my way or the highway. I don't force any woman in my life to do anything she doesn't want to do, but I can control my reaction. So talk to me about your dynamic, what kinds of things you have in common, because my guess is that you probably watch my content, at least for a little while. What are some similarities in your relationship that you have that might match up with Devin and I's?
Well, I've been watching your content since 2020, so.
Oh, wow. Holy moly. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. My take is similar to yours.
Okay.
I'm not as much into the iron fist thing. However, Elena understands that there are very clear boundaries.
Okay.
And the consequences were made clear to her what they would be before we got married.
Okay.
And so the way I see it is she has latitude within those boundaries.
Okay.
And occasionally I will have to step in and say, no, that went too far.
Okay.
And you can either change, or the paperwork will be waiting for you with the on top of the pile of your stuff out front.
There you go. And you don't have to verbalize that. It's already understood.
Oh, I think I've said it once or twice, but it was early on, and now it's just understood.
Sure. Now let me ask you, Elena, because I know a lot of women. Oh my God, Elena! I can't believe it. She is being oppressed. I can't believe it. She needs to have her own freedom, her own autonomy. So Elena, talk to me about the way you feel about this dynamic. Does this work? Does it not work? What is your opinion on this? Number one. Number two, what do you say to women who are quote unquote concerned for you? Blink twice if you need help, Elena. Blink twice.
It's never going to happen. Look, no, I did write an article, actually. My recent article was about restraint, how women actually need restraint because they feel more secure when their men can restrain it, because then it gives them that sense of security that they are with a dominant masculine man who can say no to them. And then as a result of it, women can respect their men. So if you don't have a healthy amount of fear towards your husband, in that case, he won't be allowed to execute upon his natural authority over you. And then you will overrule him. And then as a result of it, you will leave him eventually, because this just doesn't end well.
Right.
So whenever these threadcons and people promote the equal partnership, like Steve Sandman likes to say, man becomes a junior partner there.
Ooh, that's a very good way to put it.
And then a woman, she just has zero respect for this man, and then she leaves him, and the relationship doesn't last. So, I would just say to these feminists that they are just being brainwashed. They are low-quality women who belong to the streets, and
shame these whores. Explain to me now. You said something that that probably went over a lot of people's heads. Is you said a man who can restrain a woman from, protect her from herself or proclivities, this makes her feel more secure. Explain to my audience why a man who is not willing to do and say what needs to be done in terms of restraining you from things that he feels are unsafe for you or might threaten the relationship. Explain why a man that doesn't have the balls to do that is unattractive, because we hear all the time, well, the reason why you put these restraints on her is because you're insecure. No, if I were insecure, I would let her do anything she wants to do because I'm afraid she'll leave if I don't. So explain to my audience why a man who can't put his foot down is unattractive to women like yourself.
Well, it's actually by design. If you look at the Genesis in the Bible, I'm not sure how many religious people are here, but propaganda is not new, guys. We've seen it before, and it's based on the female nature and the natural proclivities of a woman to be overruled by her husband.
Right.
So when this natural healthy dynamics is not there, then she's going to rebel. She's going to rebel against her husband. She's going to rebel against her man in case they're not married. And then she's going to be left to her own devices, which is seeking power and control. And this is, in fact, what we see is happening now. A lot of women, they falsely believe that just because their men don't restrain them, they need more power, they need more control in order to feel more secure. When in fact, they would feel more secure if their men were leading and restraining them.
Right. And this isn't to say that, and again, I know how that might come off. I can't believe you said, it's not like we're saying that women are these out of control that need to be, it's not like we're treating you like children. And Plutarch, I want to come to you with this one. The thing is, man, is that the reason why we put restraints, the reason why we create boundaries, standards, and expectations is because we care about and we love our women. We don't do this just for the sake of saying, yeah, watch what my woman does. She does what I say when it's not about that at all. Agree or disagree?
Agree. And I actually want to say that men get boundaries placed on them too by other men.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So it's not like men are saying, oh, we don't want boundaries and we just so that we can control our women. No. And Elena has the ability to go off and cheat.
Sure.
She does.
Right.
Okay. And I have the ability to say, be gone. There were 10,000 more of you where I got you from. I'll be fine.
Sure. Right.
Okay. The boundary is, why do we put boundaries on children?
To protect them.
Aha.
Absolutely.
Why do we put boundaries on men?
Well, to protect us from ourselves and to protect us from doing damage.
Exactly. I mean, you were just watching a video of boundaries being placed on a woman.
Right. Exactly.
Wrapped her up to protect herself and them.
Helmet and everything.
Yeah. Boundaries are a good and necessary part of every person's life.
Let me ask you this. What made Elena stand out? Obviously, there are thousands of, and you're Ukrainian, Elena, or Russian? Russian. Yeah. What made Elena stand out? I guess from all. I mean, my guess is that if you were choosing between women, it probably wasn't between a bunch of Russian girls. I mean, maybe you had an American girl in your in your rotation at one point or another. But what made Elena stand out? Why did you decide that she was that she was the one that was worthy of having the privilege of earning or having the privilege of taking advantage of your commitment as a man?
I listened to how she spoke versus how the other women spoke.
There you go.
And by that, I mean, is she trying to tell me what I'm going to do or try and manipulate me into what she wants me to do? Or is she listening and saying, like we have conversations, we can disagree about things.
Sure, of course.
But when I say, this is what we're going to do, she goes, okay.
There you go. That's right.
They say that men want peace.
Yes.
Yes, we do. That's why we stay single.
That's absolutely. Hey, look, you are absolutely right. Let me switch back to Elena. Elena, how do you feel being married to Plutarch? Because again, a lot of feminists will come at you. You're not really happy. You're a slave. You got all these boundaries and you're locked in a cage and you're oppressed and this and that. How are you living? Are you happy, sad? Are you depressed? Do you want to kill your husband? I mean, what's going on? I mean, listen, I can confidently say that there are probably times when Devin probably wants to kill me, but I digress.
Well, we just celebrated our 9th anniversary.
Hey, 9 years! Oh my God, that's unbelievable! Wow,
yeah,
9 years.
Tolerating each other, right, darling?
Yes, we tolerate each other all the time.
Like, seriously, congratulations, you two. 9 years is not, dude, that is not a small deal, man. Holy God. Anyway, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I feel very safe. I
Okay.
feel very secure in this relationship. I know what the boundaries are, like Plutarch mentioned, and it already happened to his ex-wife, so I don't want to repeat that story.
Okay, absolutely.
She was kicked to the curb after she decided to cheat. I know my boundaries, and yet I have some freedom in the relationship. It's not to say that he micromanages my every single movement that I'm doing. No. When I go pick up groceries, I have a list. I can buy something extra if you need to, you know. I do my things. I play the piano and on other musical instruments. I exercise. I help the guys with their YouTube channel and then doing shorts and videos and, you know.
Anita?
I read. Anita, yeah.
love Anita. So you live a good life. You're very, very happy. And here's another thing, Elena. As much as you get trolled on Instagram, I promise you, there are probably more women than you realize who are probably on the fence a little bit. They're like, okay, Elena seems a little bit extreme, but there was this one video that she did with Anita, and that reminds me of my situation. She really seems to be doing well. What would you say to the woman? What would you say to the recovering feminist who's on the fence in terms of, should I really submit to a guy? Should I really submit to the red pill way of thinking? Talk to the women that are on the fence.
On the fence, it depends on how old they are, Donovan, because a lot of them are going to hit the wall when they are in their 40s. I mean, congratulations, ladies, you got there, but you are too late.
Right,
I mean,
right.
There is not much you can do there, right? You have to be realistic.
Right.
If you adjust your personality, but then a lot of them will be manipulating men and trying just to wear a mask, and this is what the Resurgence of Sanity guys talked about with the purity tornado and then the mask she wears. Where they are going to fake it and they will say, I see a lot of younger women now, they are totally faking it. They are lipstick on a pig, how Nick calls that.
Right. Very good analogy, yeah.
You know, like they pretend to be a submissive woman. They act like they are going to submit to one man, and yet they reveal their chesticles on social media. It just shows the man that she's not loyal. She's not going to be loyal because she already prioritized clout and social media. So I don't want to give women false hopes here.
Okay.
Because telling them that, yeah, ladies, you just submit to one man, because if they are not willing to sacrifice their clout on social media, if they are not actually willing to do what is necessary to submit to a man, then it's just going to facilitate them misleading men.
Sure,
you know?
absolutely.
And then men will fall for it because, well, but Elena told me that this is what I'm supposed to do, right? So I did that. And then man stepped into it, and then she turned out to be a run-through public whore. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Like, if they are not married until they turn 25 years old, I think they are a lost case in that
Wow.
case.
Go ahead, Plutarch, go ahead.
So to sum up, because she has lots of words, as you guys know, for the women out there, commit all the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't fake this. You can't half-ass it.
Nope.
And that's what she's saying. She had to commit to it, and she did, to her credit. And that's why it's 9 years.
Right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, when we met, I didn't have social media. I wasn't, in fact, on social media because I was too busy working, doing other things. I didn't have time for it. And it served to my benefit, actually.
Okay.
Not being on social media, you have suddenly so much time that you can learn how to play the piano, acquire some hobby, you know, do something useful with your time, commit to a man, stay with him, and actually live the lifestyle, not LARPing, live action role playing,
right.
Dread wives, you know, all of these dread women who are virtue signaling and LARPing. It's just fake.
Let me ask you something, Plutarch. There are a lot of, because it's my assertion, and I have enough experience with women to know and understand this immutable truth here in 2025, is that hoes know how to mimic good girl traits better than good girls do. Now, to guys like you and me, we can easily spot that out. But for the layman, the inexperienced man, talk to that guy about how to spot what Elena talked about with fake femininity. Because listen, women can only fake it for so long. At some point, the jig is up, the mask comes off, and if you're already married, it's too late. So what are some things that you would advise men to look out for in terms of fool's gold with women pretending to be submissive?
Oh, man. I have a list.
Oh, wow.
So here's one thing I would say. Women who boldly proclaim that they are now trad or red pill or any of these things. And you know, they get up there and they have to tell the world about it.
Mm-hmm.
They are just as insecure. They are just as unkept, right? And in many cases, they want to be seen.
Right.
And a woman who wants to be seen, you can't do anything with that because she's always going to prioritize being seen over the relationship.
Wow. I've never, and it's funny, I've known that. See, here's the thing. I have more in common with Elena addiction-wise because blah, 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 I'll talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. This is why I have a podcast, and this is why sometimes I'll stream for 6 hours. Devin is a lot like you, Plutarch, in that she is adept at summing up what takes me, 3 hours to say. She can sum it up in one sentence. So talk to me about, Plutarch, talk to me about the polarity between you two. Because I tell people all the time, there's this narrative out there that you have to have so much in common with your wife or husband or your boyfriend or girlfriend. But it's my assertion that all it really takes is being compatible. Compatible does not mean having everything in common. Compatible simply means the two of you get along. My wife and I have almost nothing in common. I'm high octane, she's laid back. I talk a lot, she doesn't. I like to be in front of the camera, she wants nothing to do with cameras, and a litany of other things. Do you feel, in your opinion, that polarity is important for relationships to work, or does it not matter so long as both people are red pill aware?
We there are some things that we do share.
Okay.
And for example, both of us are very homebody.
That's us.
We are not into going out to places.
No, sir.
But I don't have a musical bone in my body.
Right. Elena literally plays everything. It's incredible. It's incredible.
And guys, I have to listen to her practice, which means the same song for hours.
Sorry, Donovan.
Hey, that is true love, my friend. That is love.
but it doesn't. You just learn to tune it out, right?
Sure.
It's okay. That's one example that the community will be familiar with from her work.
Sure, of course.
So we actually don't have that much in common. Remember, she's Russian.
Right.
We don't even have a common culture.
Right.
I can make. Oh goodness, we probably spent the first 5 years of our relationship, and I would say some cultural idiom, and then I'd have to explain it to her.
Oh yeah. I'd be like, okay, here's what this means.
Well, I'd say it without thinking because I grew up in the culture, and then she'd look at me funny or ask what that was.
I would probably subconsciously get it, but I wanted to verify
No, you didn't.
No,
you didn't.
I was
So it is not required to have a lot in common,
right?
Because the thing that made I actually had more in common with my ex.
Okay, and that's why she is now your ex, among other things.
Well, deciding to play tonsil hockey with a dude at work will also make you my ex.
Yeah, it certainly didn't help, did it?
So, there's that. But Elena ended up being a better choice for how she behaved in the relationship.
Right.
Okay. So, yeah, there is a polarity. Like, I'm not on camera. She is on camera.
Right.
I am the summarizer. She is the one with all the words.
Right.
And guys, half of the time that you get like an Anita script or a video, he has come to me at lunch before and we've cut it down.
There you go.
So, I'm involved with a lot of what she does, and I do that in part just because if we didn't, these would not be shorts; they would be 10-minute long.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yes, of course.
They wouldn't be that long, darling.
But also, it helps keep her message on Red Pill Point.
Right, absolutely. Instead of going off into the weeds. So we'll round third and head for home here. I say I don't say this enough on the air because it's just not necessary. But because Devin has so fully and so wholeheartedly given herself to me, this woman literally does whatever I ask her to do, whenever I ask her to do it, and how I ask her to do it. And while our critics and detractors might say, okay, that's a very, very extreme way of doing things, but on the other side of that, because she does what I ask her to do, because she is what I need and want her to be, there is nothing in this world I wouldn't do for her outside of killing someone. I love that woman to the moon and back because of the way she has enriched my life. And by the way, our 9-year anniversary is actually coming up on October 19th. So we're almost to your level. Tell my audience, because we always hear, guys like me and you say, hey, listen, if she fucks up, she's out the door. That's understood. Talk to me about the love that you have for Elena because of the way that she has added and enriched your life.
Okay. So, starting in about 2019, I had some job upgrades and had a little bit of extra money.
Okay.
And I was a Boy Scout growing up, so I was around pew-pew sticks.
Of course.
And I'd always been pretty good with them, but I went and spent probably more than I should have. Not necessarily on the devices themselves.
Sure.
But on training.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I have trained with every branch of the military except the Air Force.
Oh, wow.
Retirees.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
They retire. They say, oh, I teach civilians how to do this. I am not a vet.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
But I've trained with a number of people to the point now where I can pass at any moment the FBI quals, the local state criminal justice rifle pistol quals.
Holy shit. Okay. All right. So we know that you're okay. So note to self, do not let Plutarch pew you because he's probably not going to miss. Got it. He's a dead-eye sniper, guys.
Well, the idea was if we get into a situation where it's life or death and somebody's going to have to die, I don't want it to be me or her.
Right.
So, don't show up to my house unannounced. That's not going to end well for somebody.
Dude, I'll call you from 3 blocks away. Hey, Plutarch, I'm right around the corner, man. Don't shoot.
No, I know you're coming. It's cool. It's cool.
All right, very good.
The point is that men will do everything they can to protect what they love.
Absolutely, man.
And if a woman is worth loving, she gets that protection as part of the package.
That's right.
So, it was kind of interesting, a little bit of red pill. We were learning how to do hostage shots. So the target you're supposed to hit is behind like another. It's a paper target, but it's like one head behind the other.
Holy shit. So it's like a simulated, like, okay, I've got a gun to the hostage's head and you're trying to figure out how to shoot me without hitting. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was challenging. I did it too. That was part of the training.
How many times did he shoot you?
Well, but here's the thing. We were always alternating, so we always got to watch each other shoot. And so
okay.
She's just sitting back there watching me, knock out a quarter head silhouette. But think about it from the perspective of the woman.
Of course.
Even if she gets taken, I know my man can get me out of it.
That's right.
How safe does that woman feel?
Very. And I'll tell you what, if things don't work out between you and Elena, I'm available because I would love to have a man to be able to, hey, you might get me, man, but my guy is right around the corner. He's about to shoot you in the head, man.
I don't like to brag about it, but
sure, but if
I
you need to,
spend a ton of money on it.
Okay.
But I don't like to talk about it because this is the kind of thing that can get used against you in a court.
Of course, absolutely, right.
So I'm trying to be general with my skills.
Of course.
So to the cops out there, I have no interest in ending people.
No interest whatsoever, guys. Just so we know. What is Elena? Your anniversary? You said you guys just celebrated 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Well, congratulations on the 9 years. I guess this will be my last question for you, Elena. What do you think is the biggest factor in term? There are obviously many factors. You don't make it to 9 years for just no reason. You guys, I mean, listen, Devin and I, we have a great relationship. We've had hiccups. We've had problems. We've had issues, just like everybody else. What do you think is probably, because the most important thing, in my opinion, is conflict resolution. Devin and I, we don't really have much conflict. I can't imagine that you and Plutarch have much conflict. Other than that, what do you think is the biggest factor that has led you guys to last 9 years? Because you guys have a free-flowing conversation. You two clearly love each other. Why is that?
Well, I think it's because we don't allow anybody inside the relationship.
Yes.
Like, I see so many couples break apart, and I recently talked to some friends, and they were telling that, well, the mother came in, and then she started demanding things, and then eventually the wife started having contempt towards her man. Just advice for younger women: if they get married, don't let your mother to ruin your relationship with your man, especially if she's a single mother, because
oh boy.
This happens more often than you think. Just don't let anybody inside your relationship. If you are unhappy or have some reservations, resolve it with your husband directly, not in public, so that nobody sees you browbeating him, or it's just disrespectful. It's very disrespectful towards your man when you humiliate him publicly. And don't let the government or the mother-in-law or your mother to get in between you two. This is why when I saw this video by lawyers, I like to go after lawyers because they try to convince men to wife up these 3 or 4s.
Oh yeah, of course.
By all kinds of advice, and then she was telling to women, well, ladies, his family can be your support system.
Oh!
And I was like, in the current system, okay, when a woman is paid to leave her man and alienate his kids away from him, she's going to use his family against him, so that in the case of divorce, his mother will take her side. And I recently talked to another older lady, and she said that, yes, absolutely, if I had a son, I would take the side of his girlfriend or his wife, not his. So in the current system, when we are, metaphorically speaking, chopping men's balls off, men have zero authority. When I hear this kind of advice from lawyers, it just makes me cringe, because all they do is just they're trying to convince men to wife up these low-quality women, when men have no legal authority to execute upon their natural authority. So it's just going to end badly.
I'm going to tell you what, honestly, Elena, that is probably the best advice that I have ever heard a woman give to other women. This is something that is not talked about enough. We talk all the time about how single women keep women single, keep people out of your relationship. But what a lot of women don't realize, especially in this day and age, is that by letting their mother into the relationship, you are effectively sabotaging it, especially if your mother was divorced from your father, right?
Yes.
That
Yes,
is A+
exactly.
advice.
Yeah.
That is A+ advice. Plutarch, what is the, I guess on that same level, what is the one piece of advice? What is the one thing that you would advise men to sort of follow, I guess among other things, to have a good, almost a decades-long relationship? I agree with Elena. Keeping your mother out of that relationship is the right thing to do. You should never take relationship advice from women, period. What is your advice on par with what Elena just said to the guys?
Well, Elena's advice is good for women.
Yeah,
for guys, we're going to go a different direction here. You know what? Having game is necessary.
That's right.
Having, being in shape is necessary.
Yep.
Okay. And yeah, women are expensive. You're going to need to have money for this.
Yes, they are.
All those three things are good. These three things are required. But the thing that has saved my bacon more than anything else is frame.
Okay.
Because when a woman gets emotional, your first reaction is to want to fix the problem.
Right.
And without frame, she can use that to manipulate you.
That's right.
And all of those other things, money, muscles, game, will not matter if she can manipulate you, because she will lose respect for you.
Wow. And when you say frame, you're talking about the ability to be the rock in the river. Her emotions are going crazy. She's crying, whatever. This is just what women do. It's not good or bad. That's just what it is. But, and again, correct me if I'm wrong. If you are the rock in that relationship, Devin often says, the reason why I love you, Donovan, is because I know I can bash my head up against you and you're not going to move. Does that sound about what that is?
Yes.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
If you are not perturbed by her running around in her emotional state, and women get emotional.
Yes, they do. That's who they are.
This is who they are. And
right.
You know what, gentlemen, if you can't love an emotional woman, I hate to say it, men are for you.
There you go. If you don't love emotional women, you're probably a switch hitter. I like that.
But that's what I'm saying. Over 9 years, yes, I have had to game her. It's fun to do in a marriage because it's very different.
It is. It is very different. Yes, it is very different.
And when I was visiting Thor, we actually talked about this quite a bit.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Like what were the various ways our game changed and all that. Fascinating conversation. But
that is a fascinating conversation.
Yeah. But without the frame, I wouldn't have known when to apply it. Or when to just say, nope, it's not game time anymore. This is, I need to pull you back from the edge of this cliff or that cliff.
Right.
So
very
that's
good, man.
That's my advice.
Plutarch, you and I are, go ahead. Elena, go ahead.
I just wanted to add something to what Plutarch was saying. And I mentioned it also in my article. The women today, because they have never been restrained and disciplined by their fathers.
Ooh, yes.
They require tremendous amount of frame from male side, right?
That's right.
A lot of restraint. And you can see the evidence of it. I actually mentioned your videos in that article too, how these women, they are looking for being restrained physically.
Yes.
By the police officers.
Yes.
Because they are being raised by single mothers.
Right.
They have no discipline placed upon them. Only a man can place discipline on a woman. And if they've never experienced it in their lives, they will require the restraining methods that would be deemed illegal, actually.
That's right. That's exactly right.
This is why we don't recommend gentlemen to marry most women today. You have to be very careful. because the amount of restraint that these women need,
it's borderline illegal.
Mm-hmm.
It's borderline illegal. The article that you're talking about, because I do subscribe to your Substack, because I looked it up. What gives a sense of security to women? You actually dropped it yesterday. I read every one of your articles. It's great perspective. Oh, of course, great perspective. I would highly recommend signing up for Elena's Substack. Plutarch, you and I need to have that same conversation on the air. How did our game change when we got into a relationship as opposed to spinning plates? I think that would be a worthwhile conversation. If you are available and willing to do that, I would love to have that with you at some point soon.
Of course. You probably have more examples than I do, but
maybe.
Just
a few more.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's not about quantity. It's not about quantity, it's quality. Listen, Elena, Plutarch, listen, my many thanks to the two of you for taking the time to come and grace us with your thoughts. It is very, very rare to talk to a couple that is like-minded. It is so very, very rare. To be able to have you guys on, it's been a real treat. I appreciate you guys making time for us today.
Yeah, and thank you for having us on.
Absolutely. That is Plutarch and Elena in the house. Appreciate the two of them very, very much. I always adore having couples on like that. And by the way, guys, this is Elena's Substack. Okay, this is Elena's Substack. Definitely, dude, guys, you gotta get your hands on this stuff, man. Get your hands on this stuff. Follow Elena on Instagram. The name of her latest article, which was dropped yesterday, what gives a sense of security to women? And she's right. It's restraint. It's restraint. And that it's not restraint in a bad way. It's just that women need guidance. They need guardrails. They do. This is just how it goes. This doesn't mean that they're inferior. This doesn't mean that they're less than. It just means that they're different. And I think Elena understands that. She's not offended by female nature. She's not offended by, having to have guardrails. She's like, I'm a woman. This is just what I do. This is just what I do. So shout out to the two of them. I love talking to those two. Because I always learn something from Plutarch every time I either have him on or I'm watching him off in the distance. Okay, very good. All right, so let us continue with the Hard R podcast breakdown. This is going to be the last video of the day. This one is entitled, Police Knew He Was Hiding Something in His Car. Oh boy. Let's check it out.
Sue the hell out your. Hey, come on, mama, bro. This is tripping.
Oh, whoa. We've already got two. He said, I'm going to sue the hell out y'all. There's one. And he wants to call his mama. I'm going to sue. Call my mama. Let's go.
For him to pull the gun out.
First, I'm just making I promise. You know how many
Oh, and they're recording. Oh, dude, we finna hit bingo here. We might hit bingo before it gets started.
people have followed the rules and y'all still ended up killing them?
On May 31st, 2023, an officer...
Phoenix Light Game says, lovely discussion, Elena. Can't wait to have a discussion with you in the future. You were amazing. Keep triggering these 304s and living your best life. Congratulations on 9 years. Absolutely. Absolutely. Devin and I, we're coming up on our 9-year anniversary. Our 9-year anniversary is October the 19th. That is when we took that trip to Hawaii, and that pretty much started us off on the path that we're on now.
Officer patrolling the area noticed a man urinating in bushes. When the officer turned on his lights, the man was...
Okay, I'm not going to say that I haven't pissed in the bushes, right? Matter of fact, about a week ago, I pissed in the bushes. I was out on the trail. I really needed to pee. Looked left, looked right, whipped it out, got it over with.
Was seen throwing something in his car.
What? Oh, no audio. What the hell is this?
Tripping, bro. Get on the ground, please. He's tripping, bro. Oh, you got a radio?
I ain't do nothing.
Jay. Hey, man, they gonna bro.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I missed something. Hold up.
Got a radio? Nah, bro. Jay.
Oh, that's the bat nigga signal. Oh, that's the bat nigga signal. Yes, sir.
Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all tripping.
Yes, sir.
I ain't do shit, bro.
Oh, there it is. I ain't do shit. I ain't do nothing.
I ain't do nothing, bro.
There it is. Annie said, bruh. Let's go, bruh. Let's do it.
Bro, you got me
Bruh. You tripping, bruh.
Move your car. Go.
No, he's
Don't leave.
He's with them.
Don't go. These niggas gonna try to kill me, bro.
Oh, man, we almost had a random nigga.
Bro, they gonna try to kill me, bro.
Praetorian Guard says, yeah, just be careful how you do it. K Swifty says, hey, Don, who types faster, you or Devin? Oh, I type way faster. Guys, I type like 140 words a minute. Like, I am an Olympic typist. I learned to type when I was 15 years old.
Let go of your hand.
Uh-oh.
Bro, they gonna try to kill me, bro. I ain't do shit, bro.
Bruh.
Tripping, bro. You tripping.
You tripping, bro. You doing too much.
I'm gonna sue the f*** up, bro. I ain't do shit, bro.
Bruh.
Bro, y'all hurting me for no reason.
Stand up.
Oh, what the f***? I can't even get up, bro.
Stand up.
Get up, man.
Come on, nigga, get up.
Bro. Look at it. Get my pants up, bro. Get my pants up,
bruh.
I'm gonna sue the hell out y'all, bro. I ain't do shit.
There it is. I'm gonna sue the hell at y'all. Yeah, there it is. Yep.
Get my pants up. I can't get my pants up, bro.
Oh boy.
Get my pants up from my ankle, bro. Real talk, bro. Get my up, bro. Get my pants up. Bro. I ain't do shit to you, bro.
Will you get in the car, please?
Get my pants up. My phone to my ankle, bro.
Your pants are fine.
Tripping, bro. Jay. Hey, call my mama, bro. This is tripping.
There it is. Call my mama, bro.
I'm suing the f*** up, bro. I ain't do shit to y'all, bro.
I come here, you're taking a piss right there. So I turn these lights on. I say, hey, come over here. He goes to the car, opens the back door, tosses something in. So I drew down on him to say, come over here.
When he says drew down on him, that means he drew his weapon.
I don't know what he dropped in there, but he took something out of his waistband. Okay.
He dropped it like it was hot.
Okay.
Why did you pull him over?
Okay. I need everybody's ID that's in the car.
So what happened? So what he getting arrested for?
Listen, everybody's in the car. I need your IDs.
What did he get caught for?
Oh, here we go. Oh boy, this is bad.
He's taking a piss on the side of the road. You guys
This is
are stopped
all
in the middle
bad.
of the road.
This is all bad.
It's an emergency.
You got your ID, bud?
Like, we live 10 minutes away from here.
Go get your ID.
You said what?
What did he drop in the car when you opened the back?
Nothing. He just took a piss.
Stop talking and answer my question.
Okay, I'm answering your question.
He opened the back door and he took something out of
No, he did not.
I saw him.
Man, y'all lying? Y'all lying?
He's pulling you over,
Come on, man.
Just so you
Like, he
know.
didn't do nothing, man. Come on, man.
Have
I
you
really
guys-
have no idea. I literally was driving, and I just happened to see it. I have no idea.
I'm just saying, man.
Okay, I'm just saying too.
No.
These niggas.
Listen. Like, we live 10 minutes away.
Okay, I live 20 minutes away. What's that have to do with
Had to
anything?
take a pee.
Okay.
There you go. See how the cop says, okay, you live 20 minutes away. What does that have to do with anything? See? All that fluff.
So he couldn't make it there. So he just should have pulled over. Huh?
Still can't.
Praetorian Guard says some sheriff's departments have crime suppression teams that wear tactical gear. These guys might be CST. Damn. So they might be crime suppression team. Damn.
I understand that.
Okay, so if
but
you
there
understand, why are you
was no need.
arguing?
But there was no need for him to pull the gun out. There was no need for that. 'Cause he
Well, he didn't know what was in your hand. That's why he drew down on you.
didn't have nothing
Well,
on
if you want to
him.
make a complaint, you can go to the sheriff's office and make a complaint there, bro.
I will. I need all three of y'all names. All three of y'all names. I need all
Yeah,
that.
of course. Yeah, we need all of that. Yeah, because they're in trouble, right?
I need all y'all names, bro. I need all y'all names, man.
You can read them on the arrest report.
So what's your name is? Macias? And what's his name?
CEMBR is the same verb instead of
So what's your name is, sir?
ECEMB.
These people, I swear to God, these niggas think that they are actually... whatever.
You have your ID on you, ma'am?
August 9, 2004.
Ma'am?
They visiting.
We don't have our ID. There it is. There it is.
Okay,
Here
we'll
we
get your
go.
name. That's fine.
Here it is.
Sorry about the light.
Niggas never have no ID,
So you have
man.
no form of ID on you?
No, it's at the house.
Okay. Where are you from?
Indiana.
Praetorian Guard says, so they use the pissing as probable cause to find other high-value crime, drugs, gun, etc. Wow, okay.
Indiana.
Can I ask why you're taking down our names down?
Yeah, because he's pulling
Because
you guys over and everyone's got to identify themselves in the car. That's why.
Because what? I'm sorry.
Because when you get pulled over, everyone in the car has to identify themselves. You heard what he said.
I have no idea. Like I said, I literally was driving by and just see it.
We were in the car.
He already explained to me. He was out there taking a leak, which is illegal. It's not
I'm
appropriate.
asking, like, with our names being put down, like, are we gonna, is there gonna be a call or anything?
No.
No, you're just taking down our names.
Yeah. I mean, unless you have a warrant or something, then
Oh, no.
that'd be the issue, right? What's your first name? Tim?
Listen, stop banging on the car. Relax.
Praetorian Guard says that may be a high crime area. You might be right. You might be right.
You don't listen. You don't listen.
Okay.
You are getting sued. I didn't do shit.
Do not bang on the back of the car, okay? Don't bang your head on the back of the
I
car.
didn't bang my head.
Well, then don't kick my car.
Take me. Hurt. No, I didn't.
Why y'all calling so many backups?
Why so many of y'all
Why
for it?
so many of y'all
in here?
We
Here we
literally
go.
did nothing
in the car.
here.
Look, I'm in my car, right? There's
And you
nothing
flashing
in
this
here.
light in my face for what?
There is nothing in here, bro.
See, they have a problem with everything that's going on. Why did you pull us over? Why do you need our ID? Why are you flashing the flashlight in our faces? They just want something to bitch and moan and complain about.
We are God people in America. Okay, I'm just recording them. What do you want me to do? I'm talking. He's trying to get my name, my phone number. What do you want me to do?
Okay. What town in Indiana? What did he put in the car?
Bro, he literally didn't put nothing in the car.
He didn't put nothing in here. So y'all can check it if y'all need to. Y'all can check it.
I would like to.
You're not talking.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, y'all can.
I saw him open the door. He took something out of his pants and he put it in the car.
I'm just saying.
He was trying to get back in the car.
No, he wasn't.
Oh my God. I swear to God.
Like, you can check.
You want to know what, man? You want to know what cops don't like? And I know that Praetorian Guard agrees with this. Cops do not like it when you try to insult their intelligence. This police officer knows what the fuck he saw. He's like, look, y'all, he opened up the back door, he pulled something out of it, he pulled something out of his pants and threw it. He ran. Come on, man. Praetorian Guard says it used to be when you peed in public, it was a sex crime. Oh shit. People wised up. Now it's just a ticket. They're looking for drugs 100%. Yeah, you might be. You might be right.
I would love to.
They're just looking for probable cause at this point.
All right, can you step out, please?
Uh-oh.
Do you have anything in your pockets, any weapons or anything? Oh, hold on. Them first. Turn around. Okay. Anything else? Or put your hands up on the car. I'm just patting you down. I'm not searching your pockets or anything. Spread your feet open for me. All right, step back to this deputy here, please.
Over here. But your name is Davis. But Mr. Davis, like he was just taking a.
Hey, sit down. I'll talk to you. What do you want to tell me?
But I'm just saying, like he was. So we stayed 10 minutes away, right? Yeah. And we dropping everybody back home.
Ma'am, come sit down over here.
So we dropping everybody back home.
Sit down right here.
So we dropping everybody back home, and on the way here, he needs to take a piss, right?
Here, come here, ma'am. Just lean up against the car right there. Okay.
So like he couldn't hold it like any longer. So he said.
Praetorian Guard says this must be an area they saturated. This is why I tell you guys don't smoke in your cars, bro. Who the hell is smoking weed in their cars, man? Like, guys, dude, oh my God.
Pulled over and let him pee real quick. Okay. So that's what I did.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm about to pee right now. Dude, there's a bingo card that has, and I need to go to the bathroom on that.
It's illegal, but that's all, like, so that's all what's going on.
I wasn't sure what was going on. All I saw was another deputy was dealing with him against the back of the car.
So it wasn't you the first one that pulled us over?
No, it was me coming out. This was the first car here.
Yeah.
And I pulled up when he had your friend detained to the back of the car.
Oh, so that wasn't you?
Wasn't you what? I was here.
I was just saying, like, you wasn't the first one?
No, I wasn't. I was the second one.
Oh, okay. Well, the first one already had his pistol out, really.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, cause he didn't have nothing on him, and he claimed that he threw something like in the car. But y'all can search it. If y'all search anything and y'all find anything that he threw in there, go ahead. Should I really?
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. This nigga knows they riding dirty. So he just made this elaborate excuse, this elaborate story. Well, if y'all find something, that's because he threw it in there.
But there's nothing.
Fuck out of here, man.
When the pull his gun out, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you okay? You okay? Are you from here? Okay. This ain't tight. They all.
Uh-oh. Listen, I don't know about Praetorian Guard, but when cops usually tell me to hang tight, that usually means an arrest is imminent.
So I was finna go drop it, like everybody back home, and then I was finna go.
Monica, are you alright?
Hey, do me a favor, man. Just put your tail over here for just a second while they're searching the car.
It's okay.
There you go.
Here, I'm in.
No, I'm not okay, bro. I didn't do nothing,
Hang
bro.
on, y'all. Hang on. This is really, really, really getting tight. So I gotta take this off. Woo! Oh God. How long did I last, y'all? How long did I last? I lasted 3 hours. I lasted 3 hours. I just, oh God. It's just getting too tight. Gotta preserve the fade, y'all. Gotta preserve the fade.
My wrist hurt, bro.
Let me check it real quick.
Please, sir.
Loosen the cuffs.
Well, that's not, you can't be doing that, first of all, right? So let's
I understand that, but I had to pee so bad. I just told him to pull over, bro.
I get what you're saying.
They didn't have to slam me. They did not have to do all that.
I don't know anything about that.
He pulled a gun on me for no reason.
All right.
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna talk my shit, bro. I'm gonna sue y'all, bro. That's wrong.
Okay, we got it.
You're more than welcome to. No one's off.
Let me get out, bro. That's what I want to do. I want to go home.
You're not going to get out.
Nope, you're not going home, bro. Not yet.
You're going to jail.
I'm going to jail for what? What did I do? No. What did I do?
Stop sleeping.
Ow. Bro, you messing me up, bro.
I'm trying to help you out.
No, you're not helping me, bro. You're not helping. You're just, bro. You're talking shit, bro.
It's looser, right?
Yes, it is looser, bro.
It is looser.
Bro, they f***ed me up, bro. I didn't do shit. I didn't do nothing. All I did was pee, sir. I hope this is getting all recorded right now.
It is.
Good. I'm suing the hell out of all y'all, bro. I didn't do shit to y'all.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, I'll just make sure you're good. That's all.
Bro.
Praetorian Guard says, so let's take bet. Who has warrants? This dude in the car, number one. This dude in handcuffs. You know he's got warrants.
Bro, I'm trying to go home, bro. Y'all just gonna stop me over because I was taking a piss?
Are you Mr. Luminous?
Yes.
You look familiar. Okay.
Y'all know my brother. Exactly. Y'all know my brother, bro. Y'all be messing with us, bro.
Ajana, right?
Yeah.
You look familiar.
Bro, come on.
All right, man.
I don't do nothing, bro. I don't do shit.
Your brothers are the same thing.
I don't, bro. What have you ever seen me get convicted for anything?
No one's saying you did, but you're
okay.
Oh my God, these people.
Everybody always says that. I'm not saying you did anything wrong,
Come on,
right?
bro.
I wasn't here for any of that. Like I told the ladies up there, I literally was just driving by.
Praetorian Guard thinks it's the driver.
I'm just making sure you're good.
But I'm going to jail, though, right?
Most likely, yeah.
All right. Okay. No. It's cool. Close the door, bro. I can't talk no more, bro. I'm gonna get mad, bro.
Okay.
Close the door, bro.
All right.
Yeah, I got you, fam. Jello, I got you.
Why?
What's that?
Can I ask why he can't come?
Apparently he's going to jail.
Can I ask why? Dude, I swear to God, another more of this passive aggressive. Can I ask why he's being arrested? Bitch, he's got fucking warrants. That's why. I swear to God, these fucking animals are always talking shit. Can I ask why he's getting arrested? Honestly, I'd be like, no. You'll find out why when you go and fucking bail his ass out. Because all they're looking to do is argue. That's all they're looking to do is fucking argue.
But why?
I don't know.
But why? See, that's what they want to do.
Yes,
why?
In a minute, but yeah, I'm saying you're good, man.
I'm not going to leave my friends, bro.
You don't have to leave. We can hang out here all day. We're leaving. It's up to you.
Okay, can you just ask why he's going to jail? That's what I'll...
Don't engage this bitch. This bitch is just looking to argue.
That's what I'm
will.
I'm not trying to...
See, I'm not trying to blah, 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 blah. The thing that she says she's not trying to do, she's doing.
We'll tell you in a minute. Well, you can't be doing that, right?
Okay, but that is...
So then why are you arguing? You say okay because you understand, right? So then, but then you're asking the same question over and over, and then you say okay, like you understand why, but yet you're asking the question again, bro.
Yeah. So they're asking why can't we do that? He tells them why. He says okay, but why can't we do that? He tells them why. Okay, why can't we do that?
We don't have to read your Miranda unless we're
I'm just
questioning
asking
you.
a few questions like...
Read me my rights. There we go.
Like,
Just
Ask what he feel. What he feel.
You're out, and I'm answering.
I'm just saying, man, like.
So we don't have to read a Miranda. No, you're wrong about that. All right. The only time we have to do that is if we are questioning about the crime. We're not questioning them about anything. All right.
See, that's the thing. This is this is another Phoenix Light Games thing. These niggas think they know the law. You have to read me my Miranda rights. No, they don't. They have to read you your Miranda rights when they want to question you. This is why the first line in the Miranda right is, you have the right to remain silent.
You can. You're more than welcome. Right? So there's that question. What's your next question?
Do we have everybody's information?
Yeah, Christian's got their names.
Okay.
So where he going to?
Indiana County Jail.
So how long you go there for?
Wait, why is he going to jail?
Wait, what?
County Jail.
So how long you go there for?
Wait, why is he going to jail?
I don't know. I'm not arresting him.
Can you ask them?
Yeah, I'll ask him in a minute.
Okay.
What's he going to jail for, Mike? Resisting without. There you go. It's $500 bond.
He didn't even.
You're
Oh, see, there it is. See, there it is. That's all they wanted to do was argue. Why is he going to jail? Oh no, that's not the reason. You guys can't do that.
There's your answer.
Can you bring this to Mike?
Huh?
Can you bring him over here, please?
The one that's arresting him?
No.
I just want to ask a question.
What's your question?
I just want to ask whoever's arresting him a question.
This bitch is a
Because he
problem.
didn't resist. He said come here,
Resist
and he
without.
went there.
Without. You didn't say he was resisting, right? You said resisting without.
So
What are y'all talking about?
So who do I
Y'all
ask?
just making
So
I
is there?
promise.
Hold on. So who do I ask for the body cam video?
The sheriff's office. You go there and do a public records request.
Okay, so when I get that body, so
Or you could just go to YouTube.
if I get that video, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm on.
He's trying to scare the cops. Oh, you guys better watch out, because when I get that video, y'all are in trouble.
Sue y'all for that. You know that?
See, there it is. When I get that, I'm gonna sue y'all for that. Dude, these
Are you
niggas.
the one arresting him?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm just confused on the reason why you're arresting him. Because listen, all he did was.
I'm not going to have an argument with you on the side of the road here.
I'm not trying to
I
argue
gave him
with
lawful commands which he failed to obey. That's why he was taken to the
listen,
ground.
all you did was listen. All you did.
No,
was
see, there she goes. She don't want. See, she don't want an explanation. All she wants to do is fucking argue. Listen, all you did. No, bitch. Like, you can put the hand down, sweetie. He knows the law. You don't. And there's nothing that you can do to get this nigga out of jail. He should have did what the fuck the cops told him to do.
Okay.
All you did
I'll let you
was
speak, go
said,
ahead.
can you come here? Which he did, okay?
Right.
And all we did was like, calm down. Listen, we're all black people.
Okay.
And
I understand.
No shit.
Listen, you already have a record of killing us black people.
Okay. I'm not.
Here we go. You already have a record of killing us black people. There we go. Bitch, niggas kill y'all more than cops do. Shut the fuck up.
We're going to have this conversation.
Okay.
So just chill, man. Chill. Like, it's done.
I'm chilling, right? Do I look like I'm chilling, right?
Now you are.
Come on, man.
We literally always
You
said
been
was
yelling the
celebrate.
whole time. So
No, I have
yes,
not.
we have.
No, I have not. Don't do that. Don't do that. What you not gonna do?
What you not gonna do, bitch? Please.
What you not gonna
Even
do
she
is say
understands
I've
that.
been trying to yell. I haven't been yelling. All I said was,
Listen to your
okay,
friends.
just arrest me.
Listen to your. No one's trying to arrest you.
So can I
Just
go?
listen to your friends.
So can I go over there after this?
Don't try to do
To the jail?
No, to
Bruh. This bitch is about to talk herself into county. This is all of this. This is all like what they're doing, guys, is they're pressing their luck. They're just pressing their luck. They're trying to do just enough not to get arrested.
So where he going?
Yeah, you can go there.
Don't try to fuck
Yeah, you're more than welcome to go sit there.
Oh my God, Jay, go home, bro.
What's your
I'm
name?
telling you, what's your time, bro? Don't waste your time.
Sir, what's your name?
D'Angelo.
Do you have anything in your pockets? Or on your person? Nothing.
I need all y'all badges numbers, bro. All y'all, bro.
Like if you was here like the first time, bro, like everything would have been cool. Like it would have been like nothing.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
No, I'm saying like if you was here during
Me?
the first time, yeah. Like
When it
everything would have been
started?
cool. Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't here for
Cause
that.
how
I
it's
just
just
happened to
started
roll
was
up.
just like the dude just accused us, like accused him of throwing something in the car, which is crazy, right? Cause when he checked the car, like he didn't find nothing, right?
They haven't checked the car.
Drinks.
Yeah, but then he grabbed him, like he threw him on the floor, and then then he had his pistol out in the first 5 seconds, like he was like,
So
like he hopped out the car.
and you're right, what should he have done?
Huh?
What should he have done?
Like just Just taser. Come on.
Yeah, taser. No, Cops ain't pulling out fucking tasers. They ain't pulling out fucking tasers. They're pulling out a fucking weapon. Fuck out of here. Yeah, but pull the less lethal weapon on us. Fuck you.
Something. Like, don't just pull your firearm out like the first thing you grab is your firearm. Come on now.
Well, guess what, bruh? That's what they're trained to do.
So you should grab a
That ain't safe, bro. Because the man ain't had nothing on him.
Do we know that?
He doesn't know that.
The body cam shows it.
No, that's not.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm not
like, I understand that. But come on, like, okay, like, you just hopped out the car. Like, the first thing you do is just grab your firearm. Like, I understand, you care for your safety too, but come on, you gotta care for his safety also.
Praetorian Guard says Donovan, oh God, this fucking bitch. Says Donovan, when you can, go to YouTube and watch Orange County OIC. Should be dated June 7th of this year. Okay, will do.
Like, you can't just pull your firearm out the first thing you think, man. Like, what if that was your son, though?
Oh my God. These
he wouldn't be out here peeing on the side of the road.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like.
So, this all began because of what?
Because he took a piss outside.
Emergency.
Okay, so how could this be?
So why is he getting arrested? I don't know.
Listen to the question, right?
Because we could have just waited till we got home.
Exactly.
But
so how could we avoid this?
But it wasn't an emergency.
It doesn't matter. How did this all start and why did we end up here? How could this have been avoided from the beginning?
Because he couldn't hold his speed.
Okay, so answer the question. How could this have been avoided?
If we would just wait 10 extra minutes.
Boom, bro.
So
you know what I'm saying?
10% charge.
It's our fault for being here. It's our fault for our job.
No, I'm not just saying.
Because it's a.
See, there it is. Dude, see, the cop just talked him into a circle. I swear to God, these niggas think they're smarter than cops, man. Y'all are dumb. Stupid. Yeah, Black Russian Lom says, congratulations, Spooky, you played yourself. Exactly. The cop took him, the cop took him right into the circle, took him right back to the conclusion. Dumbass.
You stupid. You're telling us that we should just drove by. It's just
I'm not saying that I should drove by. Like, I understand, like, why
y'all
arrested.
This all started stem from being what? You stopping right here in the middle of the road. In the middle of the night, someone jumps out of the car to go urinate. Feel me? So put yourself in our shoes, man. Like, I understand your shoes.
He doesn't know that he's getting out of the car to go urinate.
I'm like, okay, I understand what you're saying. I get it, but where did this start? This could have been avoided how? You feel me?
There it is.
I'm just being reasonable here, man.
There it is. Yeah. Praetorian Guard says, yeah, we call that circular logic. Yep, there you go.
I mean,
so basically, if you're given a command because of law enforcement, you have to follow them, which you did. I don't know. I wasn't here.
You'd be like, why'd you tase him?
Okay. So that's basically what it is. All right.
You feel me?
I'm
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because trust me.
Literally, all he did, he was peeing outside right.
These girls are, dude, these two bitches are trying to litigate this dude's case out on the street. They think that they're getting enough evidence. They think they're getting enough evidence to sue these people.
Here, and then they came right here and it was like, come here.
100%.
And he was trying to get.
Ed Smith says everyone in the car is not required to identify themselves. This is 100% tyrannical. Nope, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. Or actually, you know what? You might be right, Ed Smith. I don't know why your name is Ed Smith, but you have a woman avatar. Praetorian Guard, you're a cop. Is Ed Smith right or wrong? Because I'm not a cop, but I was under the impression that if there is a traffic stop, you are required to identify yourself. If the cop asks you to identify yourself, even if you're not the driver, please let me know.
And it was like, see, that's the part. You can't. Once they think something's happening, and they have every reason to stop. We're already black, and you know.
Here she goes. We already black.
Let's do it first. He said the same thing, right?
You're not.
He said it. He said it already. Who? He did. In order to change, yes. In order to change that perspective, you have to be part of the solution. Okay.
Woo! There it is. There it is. This bitch talking about we black already. Yeah. So the bitch is like, look, man, you can talk about bullshit stereotypes all you want to. If you want the stereotypes about you people to be false, then you need to be a part of the solution and not the fucking problem like you are now. Because right now, all four of these niggas are verifying every stereotype about them. No, they're not hooting and hollering and acting a fool, but you guys are sitting here filibustering, being passive aggressive. White people don't do this. Only niggas do this. This is crazy.
I can tell you that's the reason why I joined, and I can tell you that's the reason why
You know how many black people have followed the rules and y'all still ended up killing them?
She ain't got nothing to do with that bitch, and that's and don't even that ain't got nothing to do with this. They ain't got nothing to do with this.
I'm saying like the whole police department. I'm not talking about y'all.
Praetorian Guard says he is wrong. Your vehicle is not your home, and if they are conducting a valid investigation, they are required by state statute and or policy to identify all parties it can be articulated. In other words, Ed, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dumbass.
But that's why
I swear to God, niggas always, I swear to God, this is what PLG says all the time. The only reason why niggas try to figure out what the law is or study the law is to find some way, some loophole that gives them permission to be insubordinate to officers. Fuck out of here. You do have to identify yourself. Tyranny or not, that's the fucking law. And if you can't follow it, you can get the fuck out.
Here, right? Right? I've not treated you guys disrespectfully. I'm
not saying that. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
I understand that.
Even if I would see it, I'm not going to change it.
I can't change everything.
Right.
But I can make it. I can try to be better.
Because I wasn't different.
Right? So that's what I'm trying to do.
It's like me telling you.
So unfortunately, I don't know what he has. I don't know what he's done. So I can't speak for that. All right?
Can you try to find out for me?
No.
Already said it. He's system like that. Right? So when he says...
See, now she's trying to go through the back channel. She's trying to use the officer. This bitch thinks she's so goddamn smart.
Come here.
Dude, if I'm the cops, I'm just like, you know what? Let's get the fuck out of here. Because, guys, here's what's happening. Here's what's happening. These four niggas are trying to act like they're trying to come to some resolution. No. All they want is a confrontation. All they want is a fight. They haven't learned anything from this traffic stop, as you can see.
And then he tries to get in the car, he can't do that. If he would have just stopped and you guys would have explained yourself, you guys all would have been on your way.
Right.
Okay, that's literally what it comes down to.
You really think so?
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, see, you really think so? As if she's lying.
Absolutely.
You guys are clean. You guys want to leave. Now you want to stay?
Bro, we're just trying to make sure he's okay. That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Bitch, he's fine.
It is. It's all recorded.
It's all being recorded on everyone's cameras.
It's recorded. You've been telling me you want to leave. You're good to go. Now you want to stay. You feel me? Like,
see, this dude is trying to. It sounds to me like this dude is trying to become a victim. He's trying to become a victim. He's sitting there having this conversation and da 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 da. This cop should just fucking leave. Just get out of there and just arrest his dumb ass and get up out of there.
concentrate on everything you say, man. You feel me? You feel me?
You feel me?
Right?
I feel you, but my friend safe.
I'm familiar with your friend. He's safe. He's good.
What's your first name?
I already done told him, bro.
What's your name?
D'Angelo, bro.
D'Angelo, do me a favor.
Can I use the restroom?
Hang on for a second.
Oh, what are you searching me for? He searched me already, bro.
We're gonna search you.
You already? I've been searched like twice already, bro. Okay. Nothing. I'm telling you,
What's this in your pocket?
nothing. My phone. And he put out a gun on me. You put out. You was the one who put up. Jay, y'all trying to say, bro. Go home, bro. Go home.
It looks like
It's cool. It's cool, bro. I'll be free soon, bro. Again.
Check your side on that side.
Again. Y'all looking dumb as hell again. Bro, can I please use copy, bro?
You can, when we get to the jail, you can.
Why you wasting my time like that, bro? I would have never got the car, bro.
Trying to take you to jail. If you get in there, he'll leave.
To go to jail. Because I'm going to jail again. For what? Bro, y'all don't even have a reason to get me to go to jail for. What's my reason?
Get in the car.
No, what's my reason?
Resisting. Get back in there.
Resisting?
You're doing that right now.
Alright. Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Damn, these niggas don't shut the fuck up.
You too, bro. You fought all that. Yeah, I need all those back.
Do you want those?
Of course you do.
I'm the legal age. I need all those back.
Well, you can't bring me to the jail.
I need all those back.
Yeah, it's right. No, it's right here. They're both under here.
D'Angelo Luminez was charged with resisting arrest without violence. Bond was set at $500.
Good. I think if you make trouble for the cops, if you're just being difficult just to be difficult, dude, take their ass to jail. Take their ass to jail. Let's read some of these comments before we get up out of here. This person says, when people get used to preferential treatment, equal treatment seems like discrimination. Wow. Damn. When young people say real talk and no cap, I automatically think they're bullshitting, right? He should get an extra charge for saying bro every minute. A car full of lawyers, how convenient. He needs to make up his mind, bruh or bro. As a black man watching this, it sucks to see because this is one of the reasons why nobody ever wants us around. That is 100% right. It's like, dude, niggas make everything difficult. Yep, another tough guy. Call my mommy. Homie wants his pants up. There's a switch, right? As a proud African American, oh boy, that was ignorant. I'm a proud African American. The consistent play of the race card it's extremely tired. Seriously, just stop playing the victim. Absolutely. The Karen in the backseat will play the victim for the rest of her life. Absolutely. Yes, she will. The way some of these people talk is intolerable. The race card is exhausting. Yep. Your race card is declined. Do you have another form of excuse? That's a good one. Call my mama, bruh. The ones threatening to sue always end up in court requesting a lawyer paid for by law-abiding citizens. That's rich, right? It only took him a minute and 5 seconds to say, I ain't do nothing, before he said, call my mama. Welcome to Google Lawyers. Oh my OMG, if they only knew. Clearly the quote talk black parents feel compelled to have with their children is a fallacy. Apparently, the actual quote talk entails, when you encounter a police officer, if you can, flee and elude. If you can't, do not cooperate, do not comply, and do not tell them you are in fear for your life. Do everything you can. Do everything you can to be shit and end it so we can get money. If you are arrested, resist. Insisted you didn't do anything. Tell them you can't breathe and that you fear for your life. Don't forget to tell them that they are racist. Tell them that you know your rights. If you want to make easy money, steal, loot, grift, deal drugs, and live off the system. There you go. There you go. There it is. Pro tip, if you ever need to pee on the side of the road, first, don't make it obvious you're peeing. 2, tell the cops you pulled over because you thought you were going to be sick and had to vomit. No law against that. There you go. There you go. The black privilege mindset is off the charts here. Absolutely. Ay. It's the same every fucking time. It's the same every time. That is going to do it for this, the 1173rd edition of TSR Live. My thanks to all of my super chatters, my Patreon members. Again, thanks to Elena and Plutarch for an unbelievable interview. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.